Hello, everyone. Fingers crossed, everything is going okay today. This is a little bit strange. I'm gonna be honest. We're trying something different here. I'm hoping it's all gonna work out. I'm hoping it's all gonna appear on YouTube how it should do, because I don't really know what I'm doing over here. But hello, everyone. Welcome to The Crew 2. It seems to be working. Hello, chat. That's a good start. It's a good start. We've got some people in chat. That fills me with some confidence. It looks like everything is all going well. So, yeah, I mean that's comforting. That's comforting at least. We've got chat working. The stream seems to be up. Everything is all pretty good. So yeah, today is a little bit of a test kind of a stream. At some point in the near future, there is going to be a big sort of celebration, 24-hour live stream for getting 200,000 subscribers. Today I wanted to kind of just stress test all of this and see if there's any kinks, anything along the way that I need to work out, anything I need to fix. So yeah, we're going to kind of just play through some Crew. I was going to be playing the Crew 2 anyway today, so why not do some streaming on it? It's kind of a little bit early access. When I say early access, I've got the gold pass edition, whatever you call the damn thing. So I've got... Sorry, my voice is giving up. We're already a minute in. Yeah, I think I've got some special stuff. I did just go and... Oh, we are here. Fantastic. I was hoping I wasn't going to... I've done the basic tutorial race. Chat, it is up to you as to what you want to see me go driving first. We can either go for street racing, we can either go for freestyle, we can go for off-road, or we can go for pro racing. Let me know what you would like to see me go and race with. I will... Yeah, I mean, I should probably have set up a straw poll. However, I didn't really think that far ahead, so we will just go with it. By the looks of it, it's going to be off-road. I can see that's. I'm actually quite impressed. I'm quite impressed. That is a there's a lot of love for the off-road category. It's a lot of love for the off-road category. So let's go and do some of this. I think we get a free buggy. Again, with the gold edition of the game, I don't know what
hey there.
Special vehicles. I assume I get given the vehicles immediately, or like once I get to my garage, I assume I can use them. I've got to go through all of this first. I am not going to pay any attention to any of the any of the story missions. Story missions, there will be no attention or care given. I'll say story. None of the. I really don't care about any of the cutscenes and so on. We'll just skip through them to get into the racing. I'll sort the donation bar out after this race. I think everything else is working roughly. I've tried changing around some colours on bits and pieces because this game has a lot of like white menus. So I tried changing around the ticker at the bottom, and I'm not sure it's better. It works fine when it's white in the actual races. It's terrible in any menu. It just gets all completely blanked out. I see I'm having this problem with the. There's no real good way around it. Basically, Lamar asking why I'm on YouTube again. I'm probably going to be repeating this multiple times today. However, I'm testing YouTube streaming. There is going to be a big 24-hour stream at some point to celebrate 200,000 subscribers. I don't know when I can find time, but I want to be able to. I want to test out YouTube streaming before I go and just commit to go do that. And so we'll find out what the technical difficulties might be. We'll find out what the issues might be, and then we will move forward from there. I've gone slightly the wrong way. It doesn't really matter. We've got we took 8. Oh, okay. Now that might matter. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. I found a rock. I should have turned to the inside. I did not realise quite where we were going, where we were going to have grip. Are we still miles ahead? We are still miles ahead of the objective. So it is fine. It is fine. We have made our way across there, no problem. Looks like there's going to be a big old jump. And fairly big old jump. The monster trucks have strange flight. Like, these things fly normally. The monster, unless things have changed since the beta, I haven't played. I've never played the open beta. I kind of did everything I wanted to in the closed one, and just that was that. We will hopefully run to the finish. The objective is nowhere in sight unless it's bugging up over that way. We should be fine. We should be miles clear. We should be able to run to our finish line here, and it will be a license, a thing for completing all of the racing. Woohoo! Okay. Now we will get our
discuss about your future. Come on.
First vehicle, I believe, unless things have changed since the beta. I believe we'll get a free vehicle. Tyler asking, can people donate on YouTube streams? You can indeed. There should be in the description of this, there should be a link. If you click on that link, you should be able to go to the donate. It's basically done exactly the same way as the Twitch page. It goes through the same place, essentially. And yeah, you can donate in exactly the same manner, in the same way that
off-road paradise. You'll find
we would do when it comes to Twitch. Let's go and skip that. I'm hoping for a variety of cars that we can have unlocked, but I'm not actually sure. Get your rally raid vehicle. So I'm going to hazard a guess. You're going to maybe we'll be able to get a bike. No, okay. So we get a free. Right, hold on a second. Let me go and. Gold. Right, let's go change the size of that a little bit. Bear with a second. Oh no, I'm moving other bits around. Don't move other bits around. I mean, that's roughly. I think that's roughly center. Yeah, we can accidentally get carried away and just sort of wiggle that around. Let's not. I never liked OBS initially. I'm now starting to like it a little bit more. Yeah, I am starting to like OBS a little more. Anyway, vehicles. I'm just having a look what vehicles, if anything. I don't think anything. I love the Camaro Rally Raid. Nissans. That's an interesting paint job on the Camaro. I'm not sure that's the one that I would go for. Not sure that's the paint job I would go for. I remember like that livery I had on a Hummer. I remember from the original crew. That was the livery that I had on the Hummer, which was quite, yeah, and that's Wrangler Evo 2 as opposed to normal Wrangler? Evo 1, okay. Multiple versions of Wranglers now. It's not necessarily what you want, and that's an icon thing. That's 400,000. There we go. We will, I mean, get our free vehicle, of course. I'm hoping we can now go and have a play around in the kind of free roamy and see what vehicles, if any, have been applied. Because I don't know if I have to unlock stuff before I can use them or whatever, so we will have a look. I don't care about the photo album. I does not care one bit about the photo album. Right, so can we now just quit? Hey, we have got some freedom! We are in the middle of the desert, but we have got some freedom. We have got some freedom. Okay, let's first of all have a look. Okay, so I guess we have to unlock further stuff before we can. Yeah, I guess we have to unlock further stuff before we can be given. Maybe it's just given like the opportunity to. I don't know, get opportunity to unlock vehicles. I have no idea how it works, but there we go. So I think it probably, come to think of it, makes sense to do all of... Is it back to go to the map? It is back to go to the map. I believe it is a good idea to go and just unlock all of the races as we go, which would... hold on. There we go. That's fun. I believe we can go and do all of... Like, if we do all of these trials, just so we get everything unlocked, and then we can kind of make progress through as in how we see fit for completion, as in how we see fit for making some money, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. Platinum Drifter asking, am I going to be doing, or going to be playing with subscriber streams, etc. when the full game comes out? We will be doing various things when the full game. I've bought this on Xbox because I intend on doing more kind of multiplayer races and whatnot on here. If I buy it on PC, I know there'll only be so many people that are going to have it on PC to race with, so I did buy it on Xbox One instead this time. So yeah, there will be more kind of multiplayer events. I think Greece might be getting it on Xbox, and if so, we might have some more road trips and general shenanigans across the map and whatnot, because, you know, that's half the fun, really, isn't it? Just general shenanigans. Like, the actual racing side of things is okay. The actual racing side of things is okay. It's kind of, like, fun enough. However, the main appeal to this game is kind of just exploring. I say the fun enough. It's not the greatest driving physics in the world. It's not the greatest handling model in the world, but it's palatable. I personally feel as if it's more fun to drive than the first one. It makes more sense than the first one, the way the cars drive, and it's kind of an interesting map. So. And I like planes, and I like boats, and it's got jet sprints. Like, jet sprints are definitely the most important thing to me in this game. The street racing is just, shall we drive supercars off of rooftops? Now, I am one for driving supercars off of rooftops. I feel like this would be more fun in raid trucks. Like, have supercars do actual, you know, street racing, and then have careful now. Yeah, have the supercars do your normal street racing, and then maybe race some raid trucks around the city centres, and so on. Have the raid trucks jumping off the buildings. That's how I would have done things. You know, that's just me. Maybe not everyone would agree with that. Oh, I actually forgot you've still got control of your car once you've finished a race. We've got some money. We've got some money. Yay for me. We've got like 15 grand. Almost. How much are the jet sprints? Like 40,000, I think. Probably. That's like going to be the first thing I go and buy. But you know, we will. Actually, I've completely forgot I need to turn off all the assists and whatnot. I normally do. Although, to be fair, last time I found it made bugger all difference. Last time I found it made bugger all difference. Oh, we're going to get our first car for the road racing. This is the important thing. The important thing. Street racing cars. We have got that unlocked. I mean, hypercars will be fun. Select... Oh! Season Pass. Season Pass has been successfully collected. Ooh! Does this mean we've got some extra free stuff? I hope so. Kind of been successfully collected. Deluxe content. Well, I'm collecting many contents. I don't quite know what I'm doing here. I am collecting things. I'm collecting things. Let's go and select a new car. Maybe. Okay, so these are the freebies. Mustang, MX-5, or an Audi TT. Pre-order. I thought I already had that, but maybe not. Apparently not. I thought I got something. I did pre-order this game, but admittedly I pre-ordered this game like a day before it came out. So maybe I didn't pre-order it soon enough. Right. Oh. Season Pass exclusive? Well, I did. Oh, maybe it's already been given to me or something. I don't know. Okay. So. Vehicles. Chat, it is up to you to decide as to what vehicle we are going to use. Are we going to use the MX-5? Are we going to use the Mustang? Or are we going to use the Audi TT RS? I know I used the Mustang when I did the beta footage, so it might be fun to go and do use something else. So far, chat is voting for TTs. Might actually be quite close between the TT and the MX-5. Chat's going mad. I think we're probably going to go for an Audi. I think the Audi is going to win. The MX-5 is... MX-5 did well. MX-5 did well. I think we're going to go for the Audi. Haven't driven this car in the game whatsoever. Although... Oh, look at that. It is a fantastic green. It is a fantastically green. It's not quite as good as Ewan's Lupo, but it's a fantastical green right there. Yes. Oh, we can have an option. Oh. I mean, to be fair, I think I prefer just the silver. I think I'm going to go with that. Get your free vehicle. Yes, please. And there we go. So we've now unlocked some street races. I will go and have a check if we have got anything unlocked in our garage that we can prat around with, essentially. Hopefully there will be. Some stuff is appearing. Because, yeah, if we can start off the career with a Mercedes GT, like, race car or whatever, that would be quite fun. That would be quite fun, I'm not going to lie. Let's have another look, shall we? Let's go turn off some assists as well. Right. It does look like we have got a bunch of vehicles. Yes, we've got a 911 Turbo. And we've got a Raptor race truck. We've got to get to higher levels to get... We've got to actually unlock this stuff. So, yeah, we do get all of the cool guff. I like... We've got a Spitfire. Okay, I'm happy. Everything is good. Everything is very, very good. I am very happy. I'm going in a Porsche. We are going to go in our 911 Turbo. Alex Coben asking what screen recorder do I use. I am currently using OBS. It took me a while to get used to it. It's a little bit more complicated than the Elgato, and there's a couple of things I don't quite like about it. However, yeah, OBS is my current sort of thing of choice. Is it under controls? Okay. Sequential, where was... Oh, it wasn't in there, was it? It was under vehicles, somewhere. Is it performance? No. Where was... I don't remember. Anybody in chat remember how to change assists? Anyone in chat remember how to change assists? Also, GTFX, thank you very much for the donation, saying hello. Looks like YouTube isn't screwing you over yet. Anyway, have you seen what Codemasters have tweeted on Twitter? Seems interesting. I have not. No. Performance. Pro settings. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, helpful people of the audience. I'm assuming we just go everything off. No, I haven't actually seen what have Codemasters. Is it a new... What game will they be making a new one of? I'm not entirely sure. Maybe a new grid, I guess? Oh, that Motor Freak says a new grid game, question mark. I guess there might be if there's a new grid on the way, I'd be very excited. Because I really, really like Grid. But Grid was fantastic. I liked Autosport. It wasn't perfect, but I did like... I did like Autosport. Right, so I did also see somebody in chat. Oh, maybe they've got a new Togga Touring Car game on the go. How amazing would that be? That would be fantastic. So we have got all of the assists turned off, I think, in this. Have we got all the assists turned off on this? Apparently, now someone in chat was saying you can't do a donut turning left, but you can do a donut turning right. So this is in first gear, us trying to do a donut turning left. Was it left? I don't know. A Porsche is not doing a donut full stop. A Porsche cannot donut. My Porsche doesn't work. My Porsche does not donut. How have I got a 911 Turbo and it doesn't spin the wheels, goddammit? See, this was the... I turned off all the assists last time and it just didn't do anything, so I gave up. What is... Oh, that's not the gear up button. Hold on, what is the gear up button? No, it's not that. What is gear up? Oh, is it? Ah, no, it's those. Found gear up. I remembered. We figured it out. I've remembered how to do stuff. Apparently, we get a lot of smoke from the wheels. If I hold... Okay, there we go. So if I hold brake and throttle it. There we go. Thank you, chat. I can donut both ways. It's fine. I don't know. I mean... oh, there we go. Now we've kind of got... Once you've got the wheels spinning, it's sort of happy to go for it. I don't know. Oh, we nearly rolled over an SUV. It's fine. Okay, so I like my Porsche. My Porsche is cool. My TV is also very, very quiet. Shout at me if I've got volumes wonky. Sometimes it's very difficult to judge as I keep swapping games. Some games are really loud, some games are really quiet. Can I actually now hear... I've also got the fan on in my office because, you know, it's unbelievably hot in England today, which is rare, but it is. So, yeah, I've got my fan on and I've got to hear my TV over that. I don't like playing with a headset. I do not like playing with a headset on, especially not in this heat. So I tend not to, basically. Never have. Right, that's cool. We've got a Porsche to do some racing with. I think let's go, and I guess we've got to go and do this, and then we get to fly around in a Spitfire. So. If ever there was a reason, encouragement to go and do a license test, it's so that you get to fly around in a Spitfire or in the Red Arrows aircraft that I don't remember the name of. But there we go. I guess we just have... I don't even remember doing this now. I think we just do... okay, so we just do what we have to do here. I did a roll... Oh, okay, maybe I didn't... Maybe I did a roll a little bit too soon. And oh, double roll. That's a little bit too close. That's a little bit too close.
Hold your right and left rudder pedal down for long enough and you'll get the hang of it.
Davis say we want jet sprint. I want a jet sprint as well. I don't think I can do an air drift from standstill. I mean, technically that's an air drift, but it's a little bit of a
knife flight can be tricky.
loose definition of air drift.
Straight down
and knife flight. I've done this in GTA 5 like plenty, just farting around.
Try a loop.
And now we've got to go and do a loop. Let's wait for them. There we go. Now we can do a loop and the game won't get angry at us. I say just so that we can get it done within the time relatively well. And around we go. Come on. Is that not enough? Fine, I guess we've got to go and do another. I probably didn't get a like a level flight well enough. There we are.
Now low altitude.
Oh, okay. Let's try and not crash. I don't know if
Just
the.
be careful not to brush more than the treetops, or you'll get a crash course in landing the
I don't know if we bin it. I don't know whether we fail the license test, but I don't really need to risk too much in all of that.
That was awesome.
There
Great
we go.
flying.
We've got
Okay,
access to a thingy-me-what's-its.
And then we can really get you rolling.
We've got access to a... I forgot it was going to do that. We've got access to a Spitfire now. So that's all of the... all of that completed. We don't have any Bob in this game. We don't... But we lack Bob in... I mean, every game lacks Bob, let's be honest. Every game that doesn't have an AI driver that will drive for you is missing a good old Bob. We need a Bob. I guess we're gonna get a free. We're gonna get a free aircraft. Not that it's not that it matters too much. Aerobatics. Jet sprints are way more exciting. Catman asking, is the drag spec in this game? It is indeed. I'm a fair way away from... well, I say a fair way. I'm not high enough level to unlock that, but yes, the drag spec stuff is indeed in the game. You can get... I think the Focus is the only front-wheel drive drag car if you want to be a lunatic, but there's plenty of rear-wheel drive drag cars that are basically useless at anything other than going in a straight line very quickly. So... yeah, there is drag cars. I haven't done very much of that stuff. In fact, I haven't because it wasn't in the beta that I played. I didn't even drive. Well, no, I drove a test drive of one briefly, and then after that, that was it. And now we go over here, and we will unlock a touring car. John asking, is the MC12 Corsa still in the game? I believe so. I believe the MC12 has a race car version, which is
Obviously,
Oh,
they'll
I didn't
both
skip
come
that
to
apparently. Yeah, there's an MC12 race car that I believe is the Corsa. There's like a racing version of just about everything in this game. There's a road street version and then a race version, and the race version is offered a GT car, you know, if there's a GT3 version, if there's a Corsa version, if there's a whatever version, there tends to be that. So there we go. People ask about where my reward cards from playing the Crew 1. Well, the Crew 1 was on PC and I'm playing this on Xbox. So technically, I haven't got anything because, yeah, I had the Crew on PC. So yeah, no reward cards for me. Instead, I'm just going to have to make do with the Porsche for a little while, the 911 Turbo, because why not? Why? I mean, you know, at the end of the day, if I'm stuck racing a 911 Turbo until I've won some other cars, that's a tough life. And I'm going to get Mercedes Touring, well, Mercedes DTM car, actually, come to think of it. I forgot about DTMs. Yeah, there are DTM cars in this, or DTM equivalents. So yeah, that should be quite good fun. That should be... I imagine I'm probably going to be massively OP in some of these early races, unless it's scaled. I don't know how the difficulty works, if they scale the AIs in terms of difficulty. I know they're a little bit rubber bandy, as they do tend to be on this kind of racing game. But, oh, that boy just got smacked. I thought that was a boat rolling over. I got very excited that we had a boat rolling over in the first few minutes of the stream. However, we did not. However, there was no tumbly rolly boat. I mean, we do have a tumbly rolly monster truck, I guess, to try out at some point.
That wasn't half bad.
There we go. So we will be here. We will get a free racing boat. I think I get a free racing boat. I think again. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure we had. Oh, didn't mean to actually test drive that. Pretty sure we got a free boat. Zap Davis says, I'll donate if you roll a boat. I mean, we did... I remember trying this last time, and the only way we could do it is go very, very low to the ground, unless they've changed the physics, which I think unlikely. We go very, very low to the ground and then change out of the plane into a boat. That seems to upset the game the most, but it doesn't tend to work. It doesn't tend to work particularly well. I'll give it a damn good try, but... We did try this. We did try this quite a lot. Unless they've potentially changed the physics, which is not impossible. You know, at the end of the day, it's not impossible that physics have changed slightly. But I think boat conundrums. Whereabouts actually are we on the map? Are you gonna tell? Where am I? Oh, am I down there? I don't know. Let's just leave this for a second. Okay, so we are down here. Let's go. So this is your basic boat. However, we don't want a basic boat. We want a exciting, this thing, Blade Runner. I mean, it sounds pretty damn mean, doesn't it? We're going to favourite that. Oh, do we go for the Spitfire or do we go for the Red Arrows? No, it's got to be Spitfire, I think. We're going to favourite that. Of course, we've got a monster truck. We've got a Raptor. Raptor race truck doesn't seem like the most exciting thing. We have got a bike as well. We're going to favourite that because that's going to be our favourite street car, pretty much. Right, so if we... Alright, so if we select... Okay, we're going to go try and roll the boat. Immediately, the first thing to try and do is to roll the boat. Now, oh, there's a photo opportunity. You know what? I know what photo opportunity this one here is going to be. How on earth do I get the camera up? Camera? Oh, there we go. Found the camera. It's fine. It's fine. So I'm pretty sure there is a money for getting a picture with the... Yes, there is, I believe. Hopefully, there is. I think it's a photo op to get a picture with the Statue of Liberty. Or maybe I need to just save it or something. Maybe I need to save it or whatever. I don't know. We will go and have a look.
That's the photo app. With this, you can grab pictures and share them.
I think.
Even better, you can capture moments
I have
for the photo album.
no
And if the
idea.
picture's a tough one to take, don't worry. You can go back and forth on the timeline to find that one perfect moment.
I thought that worked, but you know what? You know what? I don't care. Anyway, rolling of boats. So, if I remember correctly, the last time, the only way to do this well was to basically go as low as you can in a plane. Oh, God. Ah, too late. So you got to go as low as you can in a plane. I might have frozen the game. I actually think I have broken the game a little bit. I actually crashed my Xbox trying to roll a boat. In fact, my Xbox has crashed to the point where it's just turned... I didn't even ask it to. It just turned itself off. The Xbox is... Congratulations, guys. In my attempts to roll a boat, it actually crashed the entire console. That is an impressive feat. That is a very, very impressive feat. Who would have thought that? I say, who would have thought that? I forgot how incredibly loud the Xbox, the One X startup is. It's very noisy. Oh dear, is Bob sabotaging the Xbox? Is that what he's doing? Is Bob on the? Is Bob on the Xbox sabotage because we're not... To be fair, Tuesday is normally the Bob streaming day, and he hasn't got... But to be fair, there is no Bob stream this week, so perhaps it is him. And if you are just watching this for the first time, it's the first time you watch one of my streams because it's on YouTube rather than Twitch, Bob is our AI driver when I play Gran Turismo 4. B-Spec Bob, we kind of give him silly cars and get him to go racing because he falls off the road and languishes around in the gravel trap. It's funny and silly. So yeah, we've not got a Gran Turismo stream this week. So this is his revenge. Are we actually going to load up Xbox? Bob, thank you very much for the donation. No Bob equals no party. I mean, you've made an appearance of sorts. Is the Xbox actually going to load? Are we going to load up today? There we go. Oh dear. Good old Xbox. It's always the way as well. When I stream, Xbox, my consoles take a year to load up when they've crashed. And we did it with the 360 as well when something crashed. Forza 4, I think, crashed when we were streaming it. Yeah, that was a really, really long load-up time. This one's been a little bit, well, slower than normal, but there we go. Oh, well. How is everyone doing? I hope you're doing well. I hope you're having a good day. If you're in England, I hope you are enjoying the heat more than I am, because, Christ, I'm not. But in fact, I've got one cat curled up fast asleep. I'm actually amazed I've got a cat curled up fast asleep in my office, because my office is about the warmest room in the house. Got the fan on me, and that's about the only way I'm surviving at the moment. I'm glad my computer has got a crap ton of cooling, because it's running pretty hot, I would imagine. It's running pretty damn hot indeed. So yeah, it's not for me. I also, like, this is my go-to default. If we're waiting for a game to load up because it's taking forever, just complain. I'm very English, and if it's taking too long to load up a game, go to complain about the weather. Which, I mean, I guess it beats just talking about football. I could do that. I have actually been really enjoying the World Cup, but yeah, I'm not enjoying my office. I've also been playing an awful, stupid amount of RimWorld the last few days. I am absolutely loving RimWorld. It's a fantastic game. Honestly, if I'm not working, I'm probably playing RimWorld at the moment. That's how good it is. It's nothing to do with racing, but it is a lot of fun. And you work really, really hard. You get your colony amazing, working and everything. And in my case, I might have given somebody grenades, and it's safe to say they got a little bit carried away and grenaded all of my soldiers, and then the only remaining people were incapable of violence, and then they all got killed by a raccoon. Yes, a mad raccoon killed all of them. So it was a weird day, a fun, entertaining, silly game, but it was brilliant. It was brilliant. Shall we customize the Porsche? Shall we go and see what we can do with this car? Can we get... Okay, here's the big question. I don't care about the hoods or the interior or the rear bumpers. This is the only question that matters. How mightier a wing can we get? Oh, okay. What does that do? Oh, okay, carbon fiber top bit. Don't like carbon fiber. Oh, look at that! Look at that! It is a mighty wing! It is a table with another table. We've got double tables. It is double table. I mean, if only we could have triple tables, but that's an impressive double table. Yes, I want to spend 6,000 of my bucks on that. If that is the most important thing we ever did do on this. There's a lot of rims that I don't care about. I guess it makes sense. Do we have like extreme aero kits? This is still a street car, so we're probably not likely to have extreme aero kits on this. That's about as extreme as we're going to get, I think. Sure, that's only $2,000. I guess it makes sense to... Oh, we could have any like side skirts or whatever. I guess it makes... Can we have a big diffuser? Come on, big diffuser. Now it's got a wide arse. No big diffusers. You know, I think I'll get rid of the centre bit. We'll just go for the for the wide body kit on the 911. That works for me. We spent almost half of our money on just wings, just unnecessary wings. But yeah, it's sure it works. Do I want to go drive the car? Yes, I do. Yes, I want to go drive the car. Hello, Camaro. I guess it's time to do some. I guess it's time to do some racing. I guess it is time. That's the wrong button. I will eventually remember. Okay, I can't get to the map from there. I will eventually remember where the stuff is on here. GTFX, thank you very much for the donation. I say, since I'm known for owning a Mazda 2 in this community, is there a Mazda 2 in the crew too? If not, I blame Bob. Well, you're going to have to go and blame Bob. There is no Mazda 2. I think the slowest car you get is the MX-5. The MX-5 is as slow as... The MX-5 TT Mustang are the entry-level cars. There is no Mazda 2, sadly. It would be fun. I want a Mazda 2 and put a mighty wing on it. I mean, like, that's... To me, a Mazda 2 with a mighty wing, that's the way to go. However... yeah, there is no Mazda 2. Unfortunately, that is a pleasure reserved for Gran Turismo. Not even the recent ones. That's an old Gran Turismo. That's your old Gran Turismo 6 probably would probably be the last one to have it, because I like sport, don't get me wrong, but I miss having the silly number of cars. Right, to the start line we go. I should be stupidly fast. I should be stupidly fast in this race. Helps if you can... Okay, I say I should be stupidly fast, and we're up against a Viper. So, you know, I think the AI probably roughly scale to what you are driving, or they'll just rubber band up to you if they feel like it. Oh, and there we go. I guess... You know, a little bit later in the stream, different people here. Crew handling physics. Crew handling physics are... I don't dislike them. Now, they won't be to everyone's taste. They are very arcadey. It's fairly straightforward to get to the cars driving around here. They don't... Outside of the drift cars, they don't actually really oversteer. Like, the fact that they don't oversteer kind of suits me because I don't like my cars driving like that anyway. We've got no assists on in the 911 here, and it's not... It doesn't really spin the wheels proper. It's a little bit odd. That all being said, I don't dislike driving the cars. Oh, it's a little bit like Juice 2's. I say that. Juice 2 has a really fairly basic handling model, but it was fun enough to drive the cars. And this is, you know, fairly basic. It's better than Juice, don't get me wrong. I used Juice as an example because I was playing that the other day. Yeah, this is fairly basic, but it's still good enough. It's good enough for me. As I said, it probably won't be for everybody, and that's okay. You know, you're allowed to not enjoy a handling model. Likewise, I'm allowed to enjoy driving this game. I don't have to hate it because some other people do. That mindset's always confused me, but you see it a lot. Yeah, it's a bit simple. It's not going to challenge Horizon 3 in terms of the best kind of arcadey, racy handling model. I would say Horizon 3 probably has got that nailed. But it's, you know, it's its own system. And I get to drive jet spins. At the end of the day, I get to drive jet spins. I don't really care. And a Spitfire. And we could explore America in plenty of... So yeah, I'm fine. But basically... So I don't know why I'm bothering going for that jump. I'm probably better off not go... Oh, those are destructible. I thought they were indestructible barriers. So I was avoiding them. I remember on the original crew, those barriers were really... They would really screw you over if you hit them. So I was just going for a avoid them. Can we go through? Please don't be anything... Oh, God, that was a little bit sketchy. I would not have done... Well, I'd say I would not have done that. I would probably have done that, because if I'd known what I know after it... Oh, hello, Travis. With your Viper. Go away. Oh... Hey, 15 grand. One of the things I still don't know, I still won't be able to tell you about, is the money side of things. I don't know how good that's going to be. Bob, thank you very much. Photo opportunity nearby. Sure. King of Egypt. Where is... I don't know, I'm going to presume one of these is going to be... Oh, so if we accept that, any vehicle atop Luxor Pyramid? Where the bloody hell is that? I mean, surely a big pyramid shouldn't be that difficult to find. How can I not spot a big... Well, maybe it's not a tall pyramid. There's a pyramid somewhere around here. I don't know if I'm going in the correct direction at all. Ah, well, that's the Sphinx. So, I guess... I found the pyramid! I knew it wasn't going to be that difficult to spot. We have to go. We have to drive up it. Oh, I've locked up the front. How does one? There's a gear in there somewhere. Again, this is. I love these sort of distractions. My mission, if I choose to accept it, is to climb a pyramid. Maybe climb a pyramid. Come on. Oh dear, our Porsche's a little too wide. Oh no! Oh no! No, Porsche! No! You've got your ass stuck. Oops. I think I've actually got it stuck now. Oh no, we can go back out there. It's fine. We've hit something quite solid. I'm very sorry to the... Oh. Okay, apparently we can go... I didn't think we could go over these, so I guess we can just go over that. Cool. How does one climb the pyramid? Unless we get... I guess if we use a plane and then transition into a car? I guess that could work, actually. I guess that could work. Or you're going to be very, very low. Come on, pull up. No. Okay, just get reset then. Reset in the sky. Oh. Okay, I wanted that to reset it in the sky. It didn't want to reset in the sky. So I guess we just parked a Spitfire in a bush. Right, plane. Go. Oh. Why is there not enough space to switch? Oh, because there was other traffic. There we go. Right. It's fine. Now, this will be a very difficult job to manage to do this. I guess all we've got to do is get the car into the pyramid. I don't know why I've decided this is my goal for today. However, my goal for the day is to... Ooh, I wonder if... we can probably just do it from here. Right, so if we then go and... Car! And... Whoop, there we go. Okay, I like these challenges. I like these photo mode challenges already. I mean, that's going to make a great thumbnail image. I mean, if there are more like this, this is my sort of thing. This is very much my sort of thing. There's just a giant gold building. Right, so if we take the picture, and then I think we go through... Ah, there we go. So we got to go do that bit of the photo for it to be accepted. Photo taken. 15 grand. 15 grand. That's about as much money as we did with the race. Admittedly, it was also longer than the race to try and get up there. I would, again, another thing I would like to point out. Imagine how good the handbrake is on this car. Imagine how good that... Actually, what happens if we put it in... Because it is in gear. No, the handbrake is holding it. The handbrake is holding it on the top of the pyramid. Can I beach? A question that has never been asked before, but I'm going to ask it right now. Can I beach? No. I can't. Oh no, there we go. Right at the top. Oh dear, we've overshot the top a little bit. The fact that we can fly around gives us a whole new playground in terms of should we be climbing on buildings. I presume the Empire State Building's in here. Can we get a car to the top of the Empire State Building? We'll do that at some point, I have no doubt. I've also spotted... What happens if we do this? I'm just curious. This is for physics or for science? Okay, the boat doesn't have a handbrake. Okay, boat doesn't have a handbrake. Is there... Again, out of curiosity... Is there actually... Oh, it does look like you could just drive up it. Never mind. I could have just driven up straight up it. Oh, that slightly ruined my fun. I thought we were going to have to aeroplane our way onto the top, but we didn't. That has taken away a little bit from the accomplishment. I still like the idea of aeroplaning onto the top. It still gives me ideas for silly stuff to do. There's also a bleepy going on that I haven't really paid much attention to. They give us performance parts, I think. This way, I guess. Sorry, I'll shut up while it's... No, okay, we've missed it. Oh, come on, wide boy. No, where the hell is this? There's like... So, there is kind... Oh, there it is. There is kind of loot crates. This is the equivalent of. Now, I don't know if you can buy these. These are dotted around the map. You will find performance bits in them. They bleep on the little radar when they're nearby. I don't think you can. I don't know if you can buy them. I'm going to be completely honest. However, they are around the place. So rather than someone in the chat saying you can't buy the crates. Cool. All of the bits that you get as well are an improvement over your previous parts on the vehicle. So everything is always improved over the previous bits. Yeah, those are, rather than the barn find cars, the wrecks that you had on the Crew 1, I guess special vehicles are unlocked in races or whatever, or just bought. The kind of find reward stuff is all performance bits. The cards can be bought. I still don't like the performance upgrades. I don't like the performance upgrades. However, they tend to throw enough stuff at you that I'm generally okay with it. On again, a bit like the Crew 1. It's not the best. However, I can live with it because they're generous enough. They're generous enough with throwing stuff at you, and they're generous enough that they are always a guaranteed upgrade on a bit that you already have, and the bits are transferable between cars, so if I get really, really high-level stuff on the Porsche, I can then go and stick it on the Audi as well. If I max out the Porsche, I'm going to be guaranteed to get max-level parts I can then go stick on the Audi, or whatever other car I want. So it's not too bad at all in terms of getting max-level cars. Much easier than it was on the Crew 1. So much better than it was on Need for Speed. So, of all of these systems, the Crew 2 is, for me, the most okay. I'd still prefer a normal upgrade shop by a mile. by an absolute mile. However, this is... To me, this is okay. Now, again, you might not like it, and that's fair enough. I can perfectly understand why you might not. It doesn't bother me so much. It doesn't bother me so much. Oh, Fiat's leading the way. Porsche's done a drift jump. That was intentional. It was airborne drifting. That's a thing, right? It's cool. That's what the cool kids, cool streamers, cool YouTubers are doing, like jump drifting and so on. I don't know. I think I just made up some nonsense, and we, again, actually, come to say, you're watching a stream by me or video by me. You should know by now I speak a lot of nonsense. I mostly speak in nonsense. English is a secondary language to nonsense and drivel. That's my primary language. I wonder if I put that on a whoopsie daisy. I wonder if I put that. I got carried away thinking about. Should I put that on? You know, like forms that they ask you, what's your language? And it says other. If I put other and then put sarcasm, nonsense, and drivel, do you reckon they'd be annoyed with me? Probably. I'm kind of tempted. Not that I've had to fill out any official forms recently. It's also really, really fun when you try to fill out official forms and they ask you for occupation. And when you say YouTuber, they don't have a neat box for that one. They don't have a neat box for that one whatsoever. That Fiat is really quick. Oh, I've made a dung goofed. I've made a big dung goofed. Oh, there was a shortcut somewhere, but there's the... I've done a really big goof on in all of that. No! Come back! Rubber banding AI! I need you... Oh, God, I've jumped over a parked car. Rubber banding AI! Assist me! Oh, only 46% of the way through. That's fine, then. Never mind. Rubber banding AI will help me. Also, maybe just fast 911 will do the job. I'm taking everything with me. I'm driving terribly. That's completely and utterly my bad. Unfortunately, I don't think the Fiat is winning anymore. I think the red... yeah, oh no, the orange Mustang. Oh, okay, this is a lap race. I've done the same jump drifting spot. Again, oh, come on. I'm a Muppet. Although we were just having that description. We were just having that discussion, so it's fine. Super Mega Catch Up, go! Please. I don't want to have to redo this race. Don't want to have to redo this race. I don't think I want to try and roll a car. After we tried to roll a boat and it went so spectacularly well it crashed the game, I don't think I want to try and roll a car. Thankfully, Super Mega Catch Up Yay has done the job. Now let's stop farting around. Oh, I farted around again. Not intentionally. I actually thought I'd slow down enough for that corner. I hadn't. Okay, I'm now getting to the point where I'm being a little bit overconfident in the level. So there is a lot of grip in these cars. There's a lot of grip in these cars. You can really throw them around and they're fine with it. I am getting a little bit carried away with the level of corner speed that I can take with the Porsche. I do have to be a tad careful. Oh, like there. Well, more than that, let's be honest here. And all of the nitro, go, 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 go. Oh, wait, where's the finish line? No, so there's not a shortcut to the left there. There is a shortcut to the left-ish here. And then we just go soar through the air. You actually get a little bit, bounce off of a truck, as you do. You actually get a tiny bit of in-air control as well. You can kind of twist the front of the car. It's not massive, but there is a little bit of in-air control. And that will be a victory for us. And, oh, actually, we didn't even need to win. I was getting all excited. Oh, hello. Somebody gave us a bop on the way through. I was getting all excited about winning, and it didn't even need to. We just need to come top 3. Hoover! Nom 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 nom. Many parts. ECU, brakes, suspension. Oh! Rear wing. Is that a special rear wing we've got? Possibly? I don't know. We might have even got a special rear wing. I might have to go check that out, because I haven't seen those in the beta. Right. So we've got 3 new performance bits. We've got better brakes, always good. Better ECU, always good. And better suspension. Now, there are also... Again, I should point out, in terms of the upgrades, performance parts, when you get the rarer parts, they come with their own additional bonuses. So this suspension part increases the radar range to detect the rewards by 2%. You can get other ones that increase other various bits and pieces on them. I think if you get all of the same stuff, you might get bonuses. Essentially, there's plenty of them to collect. Now,
Green loot. But
again,
other
I'm
colored
not.
loot has even cooler
I'm not.
stuff.
It's not my favourite way of doing upgrades, but it does add at least an element of all of your cars are going to be different. And if you have the same car as somebody else, chances are going to have a different collection of bits and pieces. And if you really want to get anal about the part collecting, you can. Yeah, I would. Again, I'd still prefer a normal upgrade shop, but this game's more about exploring and messing around than racing. So I tend to let it get away with it a little bit more, basically. Right, we're going to have a look at whatever... do we have another street race event unlocked? Yeah, I'll go do the next race, and then we'll actually go over to New York, somewhere vaguely near our house, so, whoops, don't want to do that. We'll just do another race, and then we will head back and have a look at our wing. I think this is the quick run as well. I think this is the one that I used to grind out the. Yeah, this is. So this is a great. It was in the betas. This was a real easy way to make a decent amount of money pretty quickly. So there we go. Those wondering about how I am playing this game, I've got the Gold Edition. I think it was Gold Edition. It was called, which is released a couple of days early. I think it's officially on the 29th. If you've got the Gold Edition, it's released on the 26th, as that's now we're playing it today. If you pre-ordered it. I did only pre-order it like a day ago when I realised the Gold Edition got it like 3 days early, so I thought, bugger it, I'll go for it, because I want to play this game. I enjoyed the beta. I was wanting to play this, so I was looking forward to it and figured, you know what, we'll stream some, we'll play some of this, and get those all-important views and stuff. I'm buzzing the limiter again. We've got an interesting selection of cars that we're racing against this time around. Challenger, or whatever we've just gone past. I've popped the back of the Challenger, the Fairlady Z, and Miura, just full of classic cars. My sort of race, this. So, oh, Challenger's crashed into a wall. Amazing stuff. Amazing stuff. Also, if you do have the Gold Edition or pre-order or whatever, I believe the Steam version is releasing later today. It's not released at the same time as all the other editions of the game. For whatever reason, I guess it might be a push Uplay rather than Steam or something. But yeah, the Steam version is a little bit later. I'm playing on the Xbox One, so yeah, I got it this morning, basically. Although I say I got it this morning again, I played RimWorld this morning because I knew I was going to be streaming this later. So I used this morning as a little bit of RimWorld time in between, while stuff was rendering. Nitro boost. That was when the raccoon grenade incidents took place. If you've just joined the stream, you're not going to have a bloody clue what I'm on about, and I'm not going to tell you. You are going to be left to wonder what happened with the raccoon and the grenades. Oh, hello, orange car. Hello, orange vehicle. If you could not, that would be great. Knowing my luck, we are probably going to screw this one all up, because we've got a couple of corners to go, and we won't have any... Oh, we've got some nitro, actually. If I save it till the run to the finish line, just in case. And this looks like the start-finish straight here. There we go. Fire the nitro. Finish line it is.
It's simple. Doing things
I've done that race so many times. I should know that track by now. 13 grand. I'm okay with that. Hey, oh, damn it. Everyone got past me. Okay. And someone, of course, had to bop into us. Ewan and Garsha, and probably some other people as well, asking whether is there going to be a RimWorld stream. I think I'm probably going to try one next week. I am playing so much RimWorld at the moment, I think I'm just going to stream a session of it anyway, because it's, yeah. It is brilliant. I know it's not racing and everything, but I absolutely love the game. So, yeah, there will be a stream on that. It will be very funny. There will be a lot of things go very badly wrong, which is the entertaining factor. When, like, nobody cares too much about everything behaving itself, but when the fecal matter hits the fan, shall we say, that is what everybody enjoys. And that's probably never been phrased in that particular manner. It's probably never been phrased like that before, but I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. The Racing Monkey asking opinion on the upgrades. I actually just talked about this a little while ago. It is not my favourite. However, it gives, because it's always... it's always giving you upgrades, and this game is more about exploration than anything else. I can live with it, and because the parts are easy, or parts are transferable between cars and so on, I am okay with it. However, I would prefer a straightforward. I would prefer a straightforward buy part to upgrade your car. Maybe a tier part system to unlock more as you get further through the career or whatnot. But there we go. Right, so we've done all of that racing. I was going to jump back to the house to see what... Oh, my house is all the way down there. Just to see what wing we ended up getting. Because I haven't seen the... what's it called? I haven't seen the... like, visual upgrades that get... Sure, I guess visual part... wing... How is any of these different? How do I These are all the same, aren't they? None of those are any different, I don't think. Oh, maybe is that different? Do we have that option before? I'm not sure. I don't feel like... Okay, right. Never mind. It unlocks a wing that's already in the list. I think Snakes actually just said. Don't mind me. So it gives you a part for free rather than adding a special edition one. Right. Okay. Makes sense. Makes sense indeed. I guess we'll just go out and drive our car. Well, we're not even going to be driving this anymore because we're going to go and do... People wanted to see some off-road racing, so let's go do some off-road racing. I think we've probably got to get up to like the next level of popularness. Popularness? Popularness, yes. That seems like a sensible way to describe it. We're gonna need
For this race, you'll be
this race. Okay, so I'm guessing everyone's given the X class.
And so will the competition, which means it's the driver that will make the difference. And I say that.
Okay, is this perhaps the first showing of the X class in a game? I think it probably is. I doubt the X class has been in anything else. So, so there we go. I will drive the X class. Grizzly Dust asking, will I ever record Mario Kart? Unlikely. Maybe Mario Kart 64 or something if I get that. Very unlikely I'll do the modern ones because Nintendo is Nintendo and Nintendo is terrible when it comes to YouTube and videos. So I don't think they would copyright strike Nintendo 64 games. I do have a Nintendo 64. I don't have Mario Kart on it yet, and it's very expensive to buy, but I probably will at some point. But yeah, I sure as hell won't do modern Nintendo stuff, just because I don't trust them. I trust them less than YouTube, and that is saying something. Oh, hello trees. Please be destructible. They weren't as destructible as I would have liked. But yeah, I have got. It was the games with gold. I got like the Sonic Racing All-Stars Transform weirdness, whatever. That I've got. So I might do a car race. I've never been a huge fan of sort of the kart racing games. Blur was probably the best for me personally. I actually really liked the idea of Blur. It's a great party game, and it drove well because, you know, it's made by the people that made PGR. It actually drove really, really well. It had some proper good arcade racing physics, and as I said, probably the best split-screen game ever made, come to think of it. For me, anyway. And not everyone will agree. I guess you could argue GoldenEye. Again, Nintendo 64. But yeah, I would argue that Blur is probably some of the most fun I've ever had when it came to a split-screen game. I imagine the servers are long since dead. So if you've got some mates that can come around and spend an evening playing 360 split-screen stuff, I would very highly recommend Blur. Otherwise, it's an okay single-player game. It's not amazing though. Oh god, this is a little bit bouncy. I knew that was going to happen eventually. I was going to run out of luck. Let's just fire the nitro to get us up a hill. I mean, I approve of the colour scheme mostly being orange and black. And that is asking for trouble at the end of the day, isn't it? Whoa, okay. I should have followed the arrows. Should have followed the arrows. Don't make up your own route. I mean, you can, but it's dangerous. Whoa, that's a really big jump. Ow, that's a tree to the face. I'm making up my own route again, aren't I? Well outside the beaten path. Where are we going? Come back. There we are. It's like spin tyres when you go exploring, unintentionally sometimes, or sometimes intentionally, thinking, oh yeah, that's a shortcut, that's fine. And then you realise you really did do goof. That's my general experience of spin tyres exploring is, oh, that looks like a shortcut. 20 minutes of getting stuck in some trees, not being able to go. That's basically my experience of shortcuts in spin tyres. They're not shortcuts. They're not shortcuts at all. I've done an absolutely abysmal job of this race. I apologise. We're still going to win by a country mile. I don't think there's a difficulty slider either. I don't think there's a way to turn up the difficulty. But oh, are you? You're not drive-throughable water, are you? Or maybe you are. No, you're not. Never mind. It was worth an investigate. Are we supposed to go the long way round? I guess so. I thought we'd... I had hoped it was like a low-lying lake. It was worth... Look, it was worth an investigate. If we're going to be racing around here, I feel like I've got to try and see if we can shortcut through the river. I mean, to be fair, it is a very big lake. Probably should have realised it was not a drive-throughable bit. But you know, we don't find out these things until we try. We don't find out these things until we try. I'm sure this is why Mercedes wanted the X-Class into this game. To show off its capabilities as a submarine, as somebody said in chat. I apologise, it's moved up too quickly for me to, to notice who it was. Oh, Zav Davis. Oh, and achievement unlocked. We have got to the popular level. That means some touring cars and some other guff. Can I get a reverse gear? Thank you. There is a reverse gear. Oh, please let there be monster truck racing. I hope there's a monster truck race, rather than just monster trucks in a stadium. Mercedes-Benz X-Class. Thank you. Was that it? Did I win it? Is it mine? Or did you just decide to show off that there is an X-Class? But
in the live extreme series, now available.
I have no idea.
They want us back. Remember when
I have absolutely no idea. Oh, did I get some money? New disciplines at all HQs. If we got 125 grand, that's cool. If we got all of that money, it might be time for a new vehicle. Might be time for a new vehicle. I mean, potentially Jet Sprint. But we're actually going to need some vehicles for various events. Thankfully, because of the free cars you get with the Gold Edition, you are kind of sorted. Yes, we did. So we're at 225 grand. Ooh. What do we go and do? What do we go and do? Do we go and do another off-road event? Do we go and buy a new car, perhaps? Do we go and buy a Jet Sprint? I don't know. I say I don't know. Mac asking if you can mod the Spitfire. I don't know, actually. Shall we go have a look? Can we modify a Spitfire? I don't think you can, but I'll give it a look. You can modify it in terms of performance, but I don't think you can modify it in terms of any. You might be able to get different liveries on it. Chat seems to want a Jet Sprint, so we'll get a Jet. We're actually going to spend some decent money and get a good Jet Sprint. Here is my amazing... No, okay, you can't. My amazing Spitfire. There we go. That's the livery that I want. I guess somebody made it. Probably. Thunderhawk. Fantastic. Good work, sir. It's going to cost us $2 grand, but that's just what I wanted on the thing. There are probably better ones. I'll probably look through and find a better one at some point, but there we go. It's kind of looking the part. So yeah, you can't do visual bits. You can do performance because this is a stunt plane at the end of the day. This will run in the stunt vehicle events, so you will get these upgrades. I don't think a Spitfire would have had an ECU. I'm just going to put it out there. I don't think they were ECUs. Particularly on this age of engine on the Merlins. I might be wrong. You know. I might be wrong. Ewan is asking the important questions, and one I very much asked the second I played. I think it's actually the very first thing I said in the beta, actually, when I did play this game. How the hell did we get a Spitfire in here? How did we get a Spitfire in here? There's definitely no, like, movable walls. The only thing stuff could have come up in is that elevator, which I mean, maybe you could get a smart car. Maybe you could get a smart car in here. You don't get a Spitfire in here. Like that. That's very large. That's very large. The only way you would, as Jason says, is you'd break it apart. One bit at a time, you might get it into here, but that would be a lot of effort getting it in and out. We don't ask too many questions, okay? We don't ask too many questions at all. But there we go. Oh, we actually got given the X class. Okay, I mean, if this game's going to be really generous with cars, I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. The more cars it throws at us, the better. So we've now got an X-Class Rally Raid Edition. We have a buggy. We have a Raptor race truck. We have an Abarth. That's a funnier looking Abarth. There we go. We have an Abarth. We have got a DTM car. Because, of course, we have a... Does this have a weird... Hold on. Yes, it does. It has aero parts around the wing mirrors. I haven't watched DTM in a long time. Does DTM cars have aero parts around the wing mirrors? Can anybody inform me? Or... I don't... So somebody in chat might know. Or is that because this isn't technically a DTM car? It's just inspired by... I don't think these are officially called DTM cars, so they might not be like fully licensed. Apparently they did. That is news to me. I had absolutely no idea. But there we go. You learn something new every day. Does sound pretty cool. I like it. I like it a lot. Shall we go and do some racing? I think it is time to do some more racing. We want to do... I guess this, the Pro Gold Racetrack Touring Car. There we go. I wanted to have a go with the DTM car. So let's go and drive in here. And see, I kind of like the sort of little entryway to the races.
Now you pay attention to your car. I'll be paying attention.
Can we go now? Yeah, I kind of like these little like holding areas that you go in and then you head to the start. I think it's kind of a neat little system. It means you don't actually have to do any sort of loading time or anything. You're just straight into the race. You're there, and yeah, it is. We have that little perhaps unnecessary. Either way, I think it's quite a neat little system. An interesting collection of vehicles are going racing here on a slightly damp circuit. I don't know if the wet makes much difference to grip levels. It feels fairly grippy overall here. So I'm just going to say it probably doesn't make that much difference. It might make a tiny fraction of a difference in terms of, corner grip, but I haven't driven this car before in the dry on a race circuit, so I don't know how much grip to expect from the get-go. So yeah, we will just go for it. Oh, that's fine. I wonder if, I presume like Laguna and Sebring. Is Sebring, does anybody know if Sebring's in the game? I never actually went and found it or looked for it in the beta. I presume it might be. I presume these will go to their fictional circuits that they've got, like this one, and then they'll probably go to the actual race circuits, like the oval, whatever it was called, little something, little Eagle. Eagle. I had a feeling it was Eagle something. I could be wrong. We are a very long way away from... I had a feeling the AI were terribly rubber bandy, but I've just apparently completely pissed off from them here. So, I mean, I'm okay with running away. I'm okay with just running away into the distance, because it does mean if I do a silly at some point, we will, be fine. We will not get terribly screwed over. This is the biggest lead I think I've ever had. And this, bear in mind, is not a modified... I've not, tried to massively over-level my car. I guess maybe the game I don't know. I have absolutely no idea, but probably shouldn't complain too much. I think we're doing 3 laps around here, judging by the percentage complete and sort of where I am in the lap. I'm liking. I mean, this is the first time I've driven a race car in this game. In the beta, I only had a hot rod and various other silly things. So I'm liking the way the race car drives. We will, as chat is saying, have to get an Escalade race car. It is my rule of the crew. In fact, on the original crew, my most used car was a Hummer. It was a race spec Hummer. I think it was a race spec Hummer. Was never the most, like, it wasn't the best. It wasn't the OP car of choice in race spec or whatever. However, I loved beating everyone with their supercars, and I had a Hummer, and the Hummer could, if I drove well, the Hummer could really keep up with them, and it was great fun. It really was. Some of the most fun I had on the crew was embarrassing people with their supercars in a Hummer. So yes, the race spec Escalade or the Silverado, the NASCAR truck, or Camping World Truck Series, I guess, to not annoy over racing fans. I mean, I just call it NASCAR because for everyone outside of America, everyone knows what I mean when I say that. So yeah, the trucks. I'm glad to see some of those back. I'm glad to see they didn't try and be sensible with the vehicles. You know, the Fiat 500. I think the Fiat 500 actually is a gold edition only vehicle, possibly. Which would be a little bit arsey of them, but there we go.
All right. I guess every little
there we
piece
go.
was in
We got a victory. Kevin Sky asking what muscle cars are in this. I believe Challenger, Camaro, Mustang. I don't know if Charger is. I can't remember, actually. I'll see the Charger. There is a few. I mean, it's not the most extensive muscle car list you'll ever see. There's not a Chevelle. Oh, there is the... There are some obscure ones, though. There are some obscure ones. There's, like, the Eldorado. I think it's Eldorado is in here. There's a Hot Rod. So, yeah, there is some different things. No, it's not going to have every single muscle car in existence. However, there are a decent selection. Can we... Well, oh yeah, we'll show it here. So there we go. Camaro in its various different guises. Modern Camaro. Camaro SS touring car is very cool. Z28. Corvettes, a couple of Corvettes. Then the modern one. Oh, there is the Impala Sport. If you fancy an Impala. And then there's some pickup trucks, etc. Yeah, there is a pretty good Hammond Rocket. Oh, okay, that's an aircraft. I was going to say, I don't recognize manufacturer. What do you make? Chances are it's probably a plane or a boat. I was hoping there was going to be... I got a moment of excitement of thinking if there was a Shelby Daytona, but no. Not that the Shelby GT500 is not something to get excited about, which that will be my go-to drift car, probably. That also looks very cool. I very much like that. Very much like that. Celine's in here. TVR? Fancy a Sagaris? That's in here. Cadillac. That's actually what I went to look at. Yeah, Escalade Rally Raid, sensible. And Escalade not sensible. Escalade not sensible at all. But Escalade very, very cool, and I would probably get it if it wasn't more money than I had. And then there's the Eldorado. for reasons of an Eldorado. Chrysler, oh, there's a 300, but it's not really a particular... There's nothing, like, massively special with it. Does the Hummer... Oh, the Hummer doesn't have... There's just Rally Raid. There's no Race Hummer anymore. Okay, I take back what I said earlier. That's disappointing. Right, we should go back. We should go and do some... Well, actually, no, not going to do some racing. We're going to go and buy a... We're going to go and buy a jet sprint. And we're going to go buy a good jet sprint as well. Because... Of course I will. Ryan saying the Eldorado can get 8 exhausts when customized. So can... Oh, crap, I just pressed photo mode. So can the Hot Rod, I think, if I remember correctly. I was playing around with that in the beta, and I'm pretty sure that got 8 exhausts on it. Yeah, they can get silly stuff. Very silly stuff. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure that had 4 at the back and then 4 front, or 4 side. There was silliness to be had with that, and a mighty wing, of course. I know, we've got a new discipline. Jet sprint time! I'm very excited about this. Let's go and get some jet sprint stuff. Now, buy vehicle. Yes. I want the best one that money can buy. Or the best one that I've unlocked. What's the best one that I've unlocked? Ooh. Do we just go for the full elite? I feel like we might as well go for the full elite one, because I'm going to want it at some point. 800, oh well... I mean, they all have... Okay, that's 800. We don't want 800 horsepower, Puff. Who wants 800 horsepower? However, we can get 830, or is it 850? Okay, no, 850 it is. But I thought they were the same power. They're not. It's going to spend half of our money, but that is fine, because we got money. Money seems to be fairly straightforward, so I will get 850 horsepower's worth of jet sprint shenanigans. That's cool. Does that mean that these events are now jet sprint events? What? Yes! Oh, we get to race around Las Vegas. Woohoo! Las Vegas jet sprinting. This is the way to go. This is the way to go. I wanted to do this event. This was the event I wanted to do in the beta a lot. So, look at that shiny engine. Oh, Christ. I forgot. Like, the steering sometimes goes a little bit weird with these. The steering on this sometimes goes a little bit peculiar. Like, it initially turns the other way to the way that you think you're going, which I can't explain it if you haven't driven it, because it sounds like I'm mad, but like the initial turning is a little funky, essentially. But there we go. Oh, we have to win the race here. Whoa! Christ! We very nearly rolled a boat immediately, guys. I very nearly did what you asked me to at the start of the stream. I very nearly rolled a jet sprint off the side of a canal. Oh, this race is literally everything I'd hoped it would be when I saw these canals in the beta. Right, so we're going to go up here, try and get that turn all right. Oh, go over this way. Ugh. It's fine, that's fine. And another jump. Okay, good. Now, apparently, because the water current actually makes quite a big difference as to your kind of speed. Oh, that's a real tight corner that I did not get the braking right for whatsoever. So I haven't driven one of these in a long time. So to go in the boats, to go faster, you pull back on the left stick, but that does make it also a little bit difficult to steer, shall we say. So I'm kind of alternating between pulling back on the left stick and letting the nose drop to do some steering, although it does sometimes get a little bit twitchy with the steering. It can find a lot of grip, because these things do change in reality. These things change direction incredibly. The courses that they drive around are way more technical. If you've never heard of jet sprints before, if you've never seen a jet sprint before this game, yeah, okay, so if I got the front up, I struggle with control a little bit. Yeah, if you've never heard of or seen a jet sprint, go and search it up on YouTube. I mean, after watching this, of course, it's much more important. But after watching this, go and check it out on YouTube. It is one of the most bonkers sports, I think, ever. I love autocross, and jet sprints is kind of like the boat version, only you've got an 850 horsepower V8 in the back. Because, you know, why the bloody hell not? Oh, there we go, get up on... I think up on the plane, is that what you do with boats? If I remember my boating terminology correctly. Oh, I turned a little bit too much there. There is a finish line somewhere around here. There it is. Oh, don't get twitchy down here. We'll use all of our nitro. We might as well burn up every little bit. And all the brakes are good. They're the sort of brakes that will hurt when you hit those. Those are certainly going to give you a big old yeah, a big old... Okay, I know you're not going like massively silly fast, because I mean 85 miles an hour, but you're on a boat. You don't expect the boats to suddenly just stop like that. Right, I don't know why a plane had shot a football and why the football was bleeding. I was already skipping the cutscene, so who knows? I mean, that is anybody care to explain why there was a bleeding football or a bleeding hand egg, as it should officially be called? That's going to annoy a lot of people, but I can say that. I'm allowed to. I'm British. That race was literally everything I'd hoped it would be. So I'm happy with that. That's a cool circuit, and I'm getting to fart around with the jet sprints, which is always good news. There was another jet sprint race over here, I think. Yes. Highlands Cave. That looks like a fun little area to go and play around with. So Let's go and try it. In fact, this does look kind of like a
something about jet sprint boats.
normal jet sprint course. I wonder if there is any proper actual jet sprint courses.
And to break records, sometimes you'll need to.
I guess we'll find out. Is this just a time trial? I think we're just doing a time trial on this one. If you are just joining the stream, and basically people joining the stream are probably going to be asking one of two, if not both, of the same questions. I'm streaming on YouTube because I am testing some technical stuff for when we do a big 24-hour stream. Normally, yes, I would stream on Twitch, but today, as I wanted something to test YouTube with, we're doing it on the crew. And those asking about this game's release, if you have the gold version, you get it today. If you have the normal version, you get it on the 29th. This is actually kind of like a proper jet sprint course, only you would be going around the twisty bits rather than through it. But yeah, this is sort of... You could certainly make a proper jet sprint course out of all that if you wanted. I don't know, is there a course creator in this? I don't think there is, but if there is, I would have a lot of fun trying to make a proper jet sprint course and then not drive it like a jet sprint because I don't think they quite handle. Well, they might do. Might be able to get them to go in the sort of way that an actual jet sprint would. I don't know, either way, it's quite good fun. We can get away with a little bit of a shortcut, a little bit of a jump. Joe asking when is the 24-hour live stream? I don't know yet. Sometime, hopefully in the next couple of weeks, but I've got to find it won't be this weekend. I'm away. It might be next weekend. But yeah, it'll come down to when I have got a spare weekend and when I won't annoy my girlfriend too much by doing it on a spare weekend. That's also the other important difficult thing. So yeah, it will be in the near future. So we will see. Someone asking how you get the uptime on YouTube. I have no idea. I don't know if you can actually do commands on YouTube streams. Probably, but I don't know. There might be some. I've certainly not set anything up for it. I don't think there is any. I haven't seen options too, but I might just not know the right places to go. Woohoo! That will do nicely. 15 grand for 15 grand for just fun messing around with a boat. I like that. If you are interested for the uptime, it has been 1 hour 26 or 1 hour 27 minutes essentially. I've got a nice little button or a nice little bit showing me what it is doing. Right. Oh wait, hold on. Let's go pick up the loot. Loot, come here. We need some loot. Cool. And there should be a. Oh, okay. We already had one of those better, but that's just a tad better. That's got us. How much horsepower? 868 horsepower. 868 horsepower in that. That's quite good. Shall we go and do the next the live season thing? I think we've got to do this. It's live Extreme Series episode 2. Sure. Travel 2. It looks like we do Street Race, Powerboat, and Rally Raid, which we have a vehicle of each, and we have a good powerboat. So cool. We can do that. Ewan is asking, will I be back on Twitch for XCOM tomorrow? I will indeed. Today is just an experiment, sorry. Tomorrow we'll be back on Twitch as usual. For the rest of the week we'll be back on Twitch as usual.
We're getting ready for the second
I can't skip this.
On the live Extreme Tour. Last time we hit the
I know, we
streets.
drove. Oh, you also get to see the Inception weirdness as it goes between cars and planes and stuff. I presume, at least. Don't actually. Don't know. Haven't got this far before, so we're just making it up. Making it up as we go along. Porsche, please be good. Please be good. Please be fast enough to run in this. I didn't really pay any attention. I also love how it's buzzing the limiter before I even get control of the car. That's just what you want. Oh, come on. Overtake the Camaro. Yeah, I think there's only 4 of us, so I presume all of the like the event is all going to be a car, boat, whatnot, all in one go. I'm not going to go for that jump, just wastes time. Anybody going to go for the jump? Probably. Somebody might have done. One of the AIs tends to go for the spectacular stuff. I don't feel like it's necessary. Whoa. Okay, well, I'm taking a shortcut.
Can a driver rocketing into first like that still be called a challenger?
I mean, I think I would have done better staying on the tarmac. I have a feeling. Tarmac. Ooh, dinosaur! We're not supposed to be with Jurassic World streams in like Friday. I found a dinosaur park. Hold on. Hold the phones. This is more exciting. I don't care about the racing. I want to visit the dinosaur park. There's like Brontosaurus. Is it Brontosaurus? Brontosaurus? It's a Stegosaurus. Is there a T-Rex? Nope, there's another Stegosaurus. Oh, I've got way too distracted by dinosaurs. I really don't care about the race anymore. I just want the dinosaur park. Don't take me over this way. Oh, the dinosaurs have gone away. The dinosaurs were more interesting. I think that's been my favourite landmark so far. Definitely my favourite landmark. We've got to go back there. Somebody remember where this is. Because I'm sure as hell don't have a clue. We're in the middle of a nowhere. I can't even check on the map because it won't tell you where you've been, I don't think. Crap. That's a disappointment. I feel like we... Well, I'm hoping somebody in chat does know where the dinosaur park is so we can go back there and visit it on our own time. Oh, this is probably going to be boat time. Hey, oh no, we're in the wrong boat. Oh god, I didn't favourite the other boat, so I've got my slow boat. Oh, we don't want slow boat. Oh god, you are not a jet sprint. This thing is very much not a jet sprint. It kind of is not as fast or as agile or as manoeuvrable. Any of those. I mean, agile and manoeuvrable are the same thing. But it does do 160 odd miles an hour. There is that. Should have selected my good powerboat rather than this one. Never mind. Never mind. It's fine. There's a checkpoint here. Hopefully... God, I don't even know what plane. I guess it's going to put me in the Spitfire. Yeah, I have favorited the Spitfire, so at least we will have a Spitfire, which should be faster than normally. Faster than normal, at least. No, don't do it. Don't go for the jump, because you'll just go in the air and you'll waste time where you could be on the ground. In fact, I'm very surprised that my boat is... I mean, it's holding station with the stuff behind us. Oh. This is a big boat going towards a little lake. Oh. Yeah, I was slightly afraid of that. We were in a very big, heavy boat, and that was a very, very tight turn. Oh, now we're going to race up a tiny river. Of course we are. Hello. We'll give you a little bit of a bop. It's fine. To be fair, we could probably just, like, defend by weaving our way down here. This is a very big boat for a very little. Yeah, I mean, the power boats probably don't want to be in this. This is... Admittedly, we are already going between two big oceans, I guess. Oh, there we are. I say oceans, I think there's one bit of like, I don't know where we are. I'm not really paying much attention to the geography of the landscape. We're going to go back this way. We're going to be into a plane very shortly. I think I'm okay. I'm okay with going for a plane. Plane, please. Planes. We're almost at 75% of the way through. Who parked a boat there? God damn it.
Now let's get our hands
okay,
dirty.
we're off-road. I swear it said plane, but maybe that's just in a different event. I have no idea what's going on, but that's okay, I guess.
Can choose to follow the road or cut through the swamp and play in the mud.
Okay, I think we've made a weird decision here. It's an interesting little circuit we've got going on, though. I will say that much. It is an interesting circuit that we have got going on. Oh, come on, X-Class. Please be good. Please don't run into the spectators. It's fine. There's probably a way to shortcut through here. This is a cool combination of stuff, I will give it that much. I was expecting a plane to finish off with. No, sneaky buggy. Go away, sneaky buggy. Oh, no, crap, that's bad news for me. That's real bad news. I did not downshift as far as I thought I had. Oh, crap. I thought it was going to be quicker staying on the road, on the path, rather than fighting through the water. I figured that was a good way to go. Not sure it was. The buggy got a nice big shortcut, and it did work out for them. Maybe it's just about kind of getting little shortcuts rather than going for the big off-road experience. We'll just go for little shortcuts if we can. Stick on this part, I think. Yeah, this bit here we've got to surely stay on the path. There's no way we're going to be quicker going through that water. Alligator or crocodile. Somebody will tell me if I'm wrong. But actually, no, I said both of them, so technically I'm right. It's just whether I was right the first time or the second time. That I don't know. I also don't have a bloody clue which bit we're going to here. That's where we go. I know there was concrete barriers around there, so I didn't want to try and shortcut and hit a concrete barrier and screw myself over. Victory is mine!
Thanks for watching the second race of the live Extreme
That's kind of cool. I kind of like those.
Don't forget to
I
follow
kind
us on
of
social media.
I
For
kind
your
of like
links.
those
Thank you,
events.
and we'll see you next time.
Helps if you... So you've got to sort out your favourite vehicles because it'll automatically select those, which I haven't done apparently. However, once you have done that, it seems like a very fun way to go. Are you going to be all stuff for my truck? Probably. Cool. With some time moved, there was some time going on. Oh no. Looks like we've got performance bits for our road car. I'm cool with that. We'll get the Porsche very fast. Oh, that's brakes. Let's get some tyres. That's more like it. Right, so yeah, we do get some road tyres. Let's put that... Why can I not set that as... Oh, it is set as favourite. Huh. I guess it just wanted me to go in this boat? Or whatever. I don't know. It wanted me to go in whatever it did. So, there we go. Joe says, open the map and backtrack to the dinosaur park. Actually, no, because this road will show us. So, that was when we were in boats. So, it's going to be somewhere... There it is! I've found the dinosaur park! Whereabouts are you? Middle of bloody nowhere. However, we found the Loch Ness Monster. There's no way to teleport there, though, is there? I guess the only way to go would be... travel to there, and then I guess we can drive and figure out... Okay, just travel to the middle of absolutely bloody nowhere. No, I don't care about that. Go away. And then we can head to the dinosaur park over here. Set the waypoint. Right. I don't know whether we're going to have a half-decent sat-nav or whether we're going to have derpalicious sat-nav. It's not very good. It often likes to just tell you to go straight rather than... you know, follow a road, especially even when you're in, you know, a road car and everything. Here we go. That should change me into... There we go. Right, Porsche. Perfect. The ideal car for exploring a dinosaur park, I feel, is a 911 with a mighty wing. Oh, truck. And you got a truck to the face. Yeah, this to me seems like the ideal car to go exploring a dinosaur park with. Oh, that corner is a lot tighter than I thought it was going to be. There's got to be surely a photo opportunity here. If there's not a photo opportunity with dinosaurs, I'm going to be very disappointed. Like, make it a worthwhile trip outside of just dinosaurs. Like a financially worthwhile trip as well. That's what we want to see here. Oh, turned a bit too soon. Right, so what is this? Fossil State Park, Texas Wildlife Department. If... Oh. There's a forward gear in there somewhere. Does anybody know this is a real place in Texas? Are there any Texans, any Americans that might know this area? Do let me know. There are spectators just hanging around, cheering on, and the lack of... Also, I saw glitchy spectators. Guys, are we okay? Yeah, you sure? You're not just glitching around? Apparently, chat is telling me it is indeed real. Huh. Fair enough. Fair enough indeed. This is a very big disappointment that there isn't a photo opportunity next to the Loch Ness Monster. Actually, it's not even it's just a very, very, very giant photo opportunity pink. Pink seems to be the new... Find a tall pink bird. That's not quite what I was hoping for. Oh, I was hoping it was something to do with a dinosaur. Disappointing. I want to find a flamingo. That's less exciting than a dinosaur, I'll be honest. I guess there's got to be some around here. Otherwise, it wouldn't be popped up there. Don't know where a flamingo is, but I found... There's no T-Rex, which is kind of disappointing. There is no T-Rex, and it does also look like my car's been through a bit of a rally. However... What a picture! Who knew? Who knew that this game was all about finding dinosaurs? Who knew? I guess we'll take a picture. It's not going to be worth any monies at all, but there we go. You want to see us try to land a car on a dinosaur? I guess we're going to have to try, aren't we? I don't even know what's going to be the best one to try and land a car onto. Maybe the Stegosaurus? Or maybe the Brontos? Let's just get up in the air and have a little look, shall we? Because well, the Brontos are very, very tall, but that does not make them... I don't know, you might be able to actually climb on the back of that one, to be fair. You might just be able to climb on the back of them. Yeah, this is going to be a lot trickier than landing it on the pyramid. This is going to be an awful lot trickier than landing it on the pyramid, I think. Because we're going to have to really, really slow it down. We have to really slow the plane down to the point of barely flying, essentially. Also, not sure, as much as I love the Spitfire, I'm not sure it's maneuverable as the other stunt plane. So, there is that as a problem. Here we go, right, so slow, 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 slow. Oh, just enough to keep you in the air. Enough to keep... No, I don't think... maybe from behind... Okay. Maybe if we hit the... Right, we're going to go. Got a new plan. Tree! So we'll go for the trike, but we'll go so that we crash into, like, its shield face. I can't think of it. Whoa! Okay. That's fine. I didn't nearly have a heart attack. Didn't nearly have a heart attack. Oh, this is not a very easy plane to fly. This is really not a very easy plane to fly. It does not turn like the other stunt aircraft. Oh, I'm doing a dumb thing. Ugh. Okay, let's just try something else for a second here. Oh, that's the wrong thing. Car, please. Hello, car. Oh. Now, I did spot... I did spot that this one over here looks like it might be drive upable. So we'll go with drive upable approach before we go for plane jumping onto something approach. Drive upable approach seems like a good... Whoa! Okay. Drive upable approach maybe not work. Oh. Somebody who is a way better pilot than me probably could do that. Can we actually go for a... that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to go for... Shall we get into the actual stunt plane? That thing, because I think this is more maneuverable than our Spitfire. Right. Yeah, okay, so this has got a little bit more maneuverability in it than the old Spitfire. So, what we've got to do is line up with a trike. I spotted the trike that I wanted to line up and hopefully become a car on. And then, oh no, because it's only picked up way too much speed. No. Too much speed. Too much speed. Oh, and then we've got to transform back into the plane I don't want to be. We could be here all day. We could be here all day. I'm going to have one more try. One more try at the whole plane jump thing. Joe does make a good point. We could go for a monster truck. Monster truck might jump far enough to get onto the back of the water-bound, that thing over there. Maybe, I guess. It could work. Could work. Don't know whether it will. I think it's more likely just to end up in the drink again. However, you know, if I roll a car in the water, does it count as rolling the boat? Just a question. Oh no, I'm going to be going way too fast. I think. No, we're going to stall out at just the wrong point and fire that car. Oh, we bounced off. We bounced off the trike. I mean, bonus points for bouncing off the trike, I feel, are definitely needed. Whoop! Oh crap. Okay, I thought we might stand a better chance of. Maybe we should have used the bridge. Maybe we should have used the bridge. It's probably a good way to go. Let's be honest here. Now, my monster truck is admittedly a very basic one, so we won't have much in the way of performance. It's not going to be very quick, but it is a Fiat 500 monster truck, so it wins points for being a Fiat 500 monster truck, even if it isn't massively fast. Well, I say that it's all right. It's all right. And will we get? I think it's just going to. Maybe we could. New idea, actually. New idea. Oh, didn't know there was a rock there. My bad. My bad. Hold on. My plan was so we go forward, boat. Or not. I just want to become a boat. I just want to become a boat. Can we become a boat, please? Boat. There we go. Right. We have become a boat. Now, what we might be able to do is... No, I want to turn the other way, you silly boat. No, that way, that way. No, not that way. Why... Trying to maneuver boats at very slow speeds is very difficult on this game. Now, what we're going to do is select the monster truck as our favourite. That's our favourite ground vehicle. So, we should become a monster truck when we drive the boat up here. And then car. Oh, it's not going to allow us to do it, is it? Maybe we don't have very much space here to go car. Nope. I mean, it was worth a try. Look, we spent a long time trying to get cars on dinosaurs. In fact, you can tell we spent a long time trying to get cars on dinosaurs. It didn't work. Let's move on to some powerboat racing or some street racing. Papa John's street racing. Do we get a pizza? Now, oh, it is actually. I did not know that was sort of sponsored stuff, but I feel like pizza is the way to go, regardless. Regardless of if it is sponsored or not. However, pizza is the way to go. Let's set that as favourite, because if I'm going to want to be driving anywhere, the chances are I'm probably going to want to drive in a road with that. I mean, if we're not racing... Ooh, does this mean we're going to get a... Maybe we're going to win a Camaro. I'd be cool with that. If there is not free pizza at the end of this. Like, I fully expect you to... Actually, maybe that's a... I think my Microsoft account probably has an address on it. I fully expect a pizza to be sent to my house within, you know, a couple of hours of winning this race. I do live in the countryside, and I don't even know where the nearest Papa John's place is. They are in England. I will say that much. They are in England. However, I fully expect there should be a pizza delivered to my house. Oh, there's been a very big crash. This is when a pizza does turn up, and it's very, very strange. Free pizza and all that. Anyway, we are... Is that a... Oh, that's an Impala. For a second, from that far back, I thought it was a Coronet. I was like, huh? But no, it's just an Impala. At the front. We will skid our way through that particular corner. Okay, you're going to actually put up a bit of a fight. I see how it's going to be. Everyone else from that big old first corner crash is a long way back. So that makes my life much easier. I've actually not really got the nitro to keep burning like that. Oh, hello. It's just that was the ultimate Bob butt sniff right there. That was just a butt sniff before an overtake. There's an important ritual that you must complete. If you do not do it, you're not a proper racing driver. Just the pre-overtake butt sniff. Again, if you don't watch the Gran Turismo 4 streams, you're not going to understand where that's from. But just accept it. Just accept it, agree with it, and there we go. That's how it works. Every overtake must be... This is a very fast Camaro. I've just realised we're doing 170 miles an hour in our Z28. I mean, these are not slow cars. They also didn't do 178 miles an hour. Must have been modified a bit. Also a... I presume a modified car with a better gearbox is going to be allowing it to do that sort of speed. I hope better... Oh, wobble. Don't wobble coming onto the bridge. Please don't wobble, Camaro. Thank you for behaving yourself on the most part. There's kind of smoke billowing off of the car. Actually, that kind of made the turn easier. Maybe with a bit less grass cutting would have been good. Worked. Especially 9 seconds ahead. You know, the rubber banding AI are not as bad as I kind of thought they were. With a couple of these races, okay, I'm not doing the hard versions of them yet, because I think I have to have completed them before we can do the hard versions. Either way, I'm not doing the hard versions. But I mean, this is just a lone car. It's not even like I've been over-leveling my cars. The AI are not really keeping up with us. Now that, I'm okay with that. You know, I'm fine. I'm fine if the AI are going to not keep up with me. I guess easy wins. I guess they kept up with us in the main series championship events. That looks like a finish line. Yeah, there's no sign of the Impala. There we go. I don't know what we're going to get in terms... Actually, I don't know. I presume we're going to win the car, or they're going to give us random loot for streetcar of some description. No, okay, it's just going to be random loot for a streetcar. Oh, I was looking forward to winning a Camaro. Damn it! I guess we're going to have to buy one if we wanted one. Yeah, that's actually kind of a straightforward race. We've also, so in the time since I bought the Jet Sprint, we have already earned back the 100 grand, and that was from a lot of farting around on the Dinosaur Park, which I guess is something. Yeah, money doesn't seem too terrible. Money does not seem too terrible whatsoever. Do we want to do some powerboat race? I actually don't think I've done the coast. Maybe I have done the coast. Let's go and do some.
Racing on the ocean
powerboat racing,
like racing on rivers and lakes.
Especially with this thing, because we
waves,
haven't really had to try this
they can be your
too
friend.
much.
Then you can ride to victory.
I have seen a lot of people asking about the beam and automation crossover. Again, this is another one of those things that, like, I've talked about it, but I've only talked about it a little bit because I don't want to keep repeating myself over and over again, and people just don't pay attention. Yeah, I'm very excited. As soon as I can, I will do stuff with it. However, I can't do anything with it yet because it's not out. So, yeah, I really look forward to it. It looks like a fantastic idea. I'm curious to see how a lot of different bits work. Oh dear, we very nearly rolled an AI boat. Now that would be worthy of a prize right there if we managed to roll an AI boat. But yes, I look forward to the beam. I look forward to the beam and automation stuff. Near limitless amount of cars and stuff that I have created sounds perfect. However, it isn't out yet. So when it is out, I will be making stuff on that. Okay, I was right to try and take that little bit of a shortcut. Come on, Nitro. That leader is actually pretty quick. You know what I said about the muscle cars being very easy? If you want to slow down that lead boat, which it does look like you're doing, admittedly, if you would like to slow down them, that would be fine. That would be good. And then they are driving the same boat as me, so if you want to slow those down at all, that would be nice. I'm trying to kind of just bursting some nitro for that. It's a little bit close. It was a little tiny bit close, but only. Oh, Wilson's now got some speed. Turn. Oh, let's go play with the cruise liner. That does look quite square. Oh no, there we go. It's going into vision now. The LODs are a little bit weird. Here we go. Yeah,
how
I mean,
all that practice time pays
the
off?
water physics are a little bit better out here. This is also, I mean, from my watching of power boats. I've only watched a little bit of power boats, and yeah, I mean, they bump around. I'm still not overly impressed with the water physics on this game. It is what it is. This is actually nowhere near as quick as my other power boat. I think my other power boat is better, technically speaking, because the other power boat does 150. This does not get anywhere near that. I think this turns better, but this gets outrun down the straights by just about everything. Although we are going to win, but only just. That was a pretty good race. That was a pretty damn good race. Was a bit closer. I say it was a bit closer than I would have liked. It was actually a challenge. Booty Starbanger, thank you very much for the donation. Saying thanks for keeping company while I got the dreaded man flu. Oh, not the man flu. You don't want the man flu. Horrible stuff. I mean, just, the flu is the flu is horrible stuff. For me, of course, whenever I get a cold / flu, it immediately attacks my throat and then I can't talk, which when I am now doing a lot of streaming, video making, that's just death. You can try and be prepared as you like, but you can guarantee you it will strike you at the second when you are not prepared. It will hit you and you will be in a lot of trouble. So I've now got very distracted by... So this thing here starts off pretty slow compared to that, because that's 2,200 horsepower. That is 708 horsepower. Maybe I should be using this. Maybe it looks amazing. Do not get me wrong. That looks incredible, but it's not very fast. I think we're going to have to use this because that's got so much more speed. Okay, I imagine that's lighter, but yeah. Okay, we're going with the big heavy power boat, I guess. No, wrong button. I'm a fool. No, come on, map. I got a little bit eager. I didn't think it was loading the map fast enough. Oopsie. Right. Shall we do another off-road race? I'm going to try and cycle between off-road and... I haven't really done any plane stuff, but I'll be honest, the plane stuff is not my most it's not the most exciting kind of thing. Let's do some rally raid. Travel to... I'm kind of okay to play around with the...
This place?
We don't want to rally raid with the Mercedes now, do we?
Empty.
I'm going to hazard a guess you're going to want to tell me to change into something appropriate.
Yeah.
I'm alright sticking with the X-Class for now, as I've played around with a buggy before, so I'll play around with this. Our level is about the correct level for all of this. Are we a race or a time trial? Nope, we're time trialing it.
3, 2, 1.
That's alright. We do, of course, this does have the special submarino abilities in case there is any water. It is very capable at the old swimming. We're going to go for a big old flight. I don't know if I've gone the better way here or whether the objective is ahead of me, which I don't like. Oh, random bit of wildlife. Sure, random bit of wildlife went flying past. The objective does look like they're in one of the actual proper rally raid trucks, and we're just throwing a Mercedes X-Class down a hill at 130 miles an hour while someone's racing the actual Peugeot Dakar truck. Oh, more wildlife. More wildlife. I believe wildlife is of the Midnight Club LA variety. I believe all pedestrians are of the Midnight Club LA variety and that they will always get out of your way. Unlike the Jurassic World, well, not as spectacular as the Jurassic World Evolution variety that, like, dive out of the way. Maybe a little bit into the Dilophosaurs. Dilophosaurs? I think I said that word too quickly and confused it. Either way, they don't jump into random dinosaur parks. However, or random dinosaur enclosures. If there were dinosaur parks, I'm sure they would jump into them. I wonder if you could get them to jump into the dinosaur... Let's not... Okay, we've done enough dinosaur discussion, I think, for one stream, session, video, whatever you want to call it. Hello, crash barriers, out of the way, more wildlife. Actually, surprisingly large amount of wildlife if you try and notice it when you're doing 100 and something through the scenery. There's a gap somewhere up here. Oh, there's a lot of rocks. Let's not go and find those. I'm liking the little bit of free form routes, if you like. There's rough... Oh, that thing was solid, but we're fine now. I mean, you have lit up the jump, especially for me. I don't think I think it gains you maybe some fans, or XP, whatever you want to call it. Potentially for that. Doesn't really help you as well. I wondered if it refilled your nitro quicker by doing stunts, you know, the typical old arcade racer trope, but it doesn't seem to make much difference. We've lost the objective times. The X class I'm fairly impressed with. I think it's a decent alternative to the buggy if you fancy something, because everyone's going to be having the buggy. If you fancy something a little bit different, then you get hold of this thing. I'm going to go for another big jump. I think a little bit unnecessary big jump. Just, I guess there could have been something on the road. It could have possibly been, oh, hello. Ah, we've apparently gone across all sorts of different continents because we're now in the desert. I mean, this could be Abu Dhabi almost. That's very quickly lush forest to sudden middle of... I know, of course, it is America condensed down a little bit. So you do have... It's kind of like a Minecraft biome change right there. That road was the difference between two very distinct biomes. Don't get me wrong, I love racing across the deserts and so on. They're a fun sort of terrain.
I'd say you absolutely crushed it.
Very nearly took out someone's table right there. I keep forgetting. I'm so used to not having any control of the vehicle after you finish a race that I just leave it because I expect the AI to take control of it. It's very weird when you do have control of it. We got a gearbox and some tyres for Rally Raid. That's okay. Make this truck better. Gearbox, and did I see something else was flashing saying it had parts for it? I think I've gone back a little bit too far now. Oh well. For those asking about the gravity, Starbanger Connor asking, yeah, the gravity is a little bit weird. Vehicles, when they get airborne, do seem to come crashing down a little bit hard. The monster trucks are the worst. The airtime physics isn't the best, and for a game that loves you doing so much in the way of jumping, is a little bit odd. I mean, it's not undrivable, and it is at least predictable in its landings, even if they are a little bit strange, yeah. It is predictable, but not the best. Again, as I said before, it's not the best physics engine in the world. Is it fun enough for exploring around? Then, yeah, for me it is. But yeah, it is a bit... They're kind of crashy. I think crashy is the way to describe how it drives. It kind of crashes rather than jumps. Oh, there's a rock there. That's a lot of height off of the rock. But there we go. I think the issue is perhaps not with how fast the vehicles come back down, but it's the way they hit, I think, is what makes it feel like the gravity is very high. How hard they hit the ground is the problem, rather than the speed at which they come down. It's the, crashing, essentially. But it is what it is. Again, it's not going to put me off from driving on the game. If it puts you off it, fair enough. It certainly isn't perfect. However, I am okay with it. I'm going to have a quick drink before we go and race another street race. In fact, I beat Templar to it. Ha! I beat Templar. And there's no hydrate bot on YouTube. If ever there was a reason to move to YouTube for streaming over Twitch, there is no hydrate bot. Right. Travel to here. Let's go and grab the Porsche. In fact, I think it will probably auto-change us. Ah, fantastic. It does auto-change us to our fastest car. I like that. It is always helpful. Jonathan asking for motocross. Well, I don't have it. There is no motocross. As far as I know, I mean, you can raid with the bikes, or if there is motocross, I haven't unlocked it. So, yeah, there's no motocross for me. Oh, there we go. I mean, I'm still only at the fairly low levels, the fairly beginning levels of the game. So yeah, I don't have everything unlocked as of yet. Oh, I've shifted once too many there. I guess we should burn all the nitro to make up for it. Yeah, probably a quicker way of doing it. Oh, this is a bit narrow. There's also a suspiciously large amount of orange cars. Orange muscle cars / classic American cars. That's always dangerous. You don't want orange muscle cars. You know what's going to happen if you have orange muscle cars around the place. You go rolling and tumbling and all of that sort of terrible thing. Yeah, something like that. Oh, we're going to have... Oh, I made a high-speed corner. I didn't know where I was going, and I made it stick without ploughing into the barriers. Be proud of me. Oh, okay. Don't be proud of that bit. Be proud of me for the small bit that was good. Just the general be proud of me. Maybe not so much. Just for that one corner. Be proud of me. The rest of it probably won't go so well. Is this a point-to-point? I don't even know. It doesn't have laps. It doesn't have a lap counter. Even if it is a lap race, it's still just out of 100% progress bar, as far as I know. Yeah, even the professional race series on the tracks is still a progress out of 100%. Again, it seems a little bit strange, personally. However, a race is a race at the end of the day. That was a very, very bad crash for me. That was just silly. Oh, I took out a speed camera. That makes everything better. Death to a speed camera is a good day. Death to a speed camera is a good day. Even better than a death to a pre. Death to a speed camera is the pinnacle. Is the pinnacle of a good racing day. Like the God, what was it? Johnny English. There we go. The Johnny English, the first one with the... I think he has a speed ticket so far as a rocket out the back of the Aston to blow up the speed camera. Like that's just perfect, isn't it? That's just a perfect day. Oh, we're gonna go. There was almost some sliding, and I say almost because it really was just a very almost sliding. I actually think I need a drift car. Oh, we do need a drift car at some point. There we go. Predator is asking, are there any cops in this game? Nope, there is no police in here as far as I'm aware. Whether there will be like there was the Calling All Units DLC expansion, whatever you want to call it, for the original crew, whether that's coming, I don't know. There is no police in the game as it is. Am I bothered by that? Not really. The police were pretty unexciting in the game in the first crew, because this follows like a more professional racing tournament rather than just an undercover police officer. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me at all that there is no police. The police was always, I thought, a very weak aspect of the last one. I'm okay with it focusing on what it wants to with the driving, with the kind of championship, with the racing stuff. Because yeah, I mean, I guess if you did police like, Need for Speed Most Wanted, or if you did police along that line, you could potentially do it quite interestingly. But if they want to spend their time on other aspects of the game, I'm fine with it. If I want to do police chases, I will. To be fair, if I want to do police chases, I'll go and play Beam, because Beam, to be honest, has got the best police chases because of the massive destruction. The Devil's Jester asking, is it an improvement over the first game? I think it is. I was never on the big old hate bandwagon for the first one that a lot of people got on. I quite enjoyed the first one. I think this is a better game. I think there's a better selection of cars. There's a better variety of cars. You've got a lot more stuff to do. I bring up the jet sprints because I love the jet sprints, but you get motorsport like that in here that you just don't see elsewhere. You don't see jet sprints anywhere else. You don't see a monster Fiat 500 anywhere else either, for that matter. But yeah, I like the variety. I like all of that we've got here. So I would say this is a pretty big improvement. It drives better. It won't suit everybody, but I say that this drives better. The first one wasn't great driving, and this is an improvement on that. So I mean, if you didn't like the first one, you might still not like this one. But again, half the fun of it is I want to point my car at a mountain. And you can. The go wherever aspect is the most important bit. This does it better than the first one, with more interesting cars, more vehicles, more toys. It's essentially just a giant big sandbox with some races to earn some money to continue playing with the sandbox. Now, I don't know how the end game cash is going to be, but so far so good is what I say about it. Right, let us... I mean, I'm kind of focusing a little bit on the racing here. I'm focusing a little bit on the racing here just because I don't have that much money. Let's go. We should probably go to all of the different headquarters. Let's go to the... I am curious to see what they've done with the drifting events, because the drifting events were one of the relatively weak aspects of the first one when that came out. I can't remember what DLC that one was, or whether it was I can't even remember. The drifting was a bit weird, because you kind of wiggled to win rather than proper drifting to win. Which, I mean, it works for me, because I don't do drifting, but... what are we going to get? What are we going to... Oh, mailboxes. I think I have some parts that we have not got. Is that the... Oh, that might be overall world leaderboard, possibly. I am 4,600th. That will go drastically down when... Oh, they're all railway parts. That'll go, yeah, drastically down when everybody gets the game on Friday. I don't really care. It's been a long time since I've cared about a ranking on a leaderboard in games. I just have fun. I just have fun with games these days. Right. Yes. All of the yes. Yes, we must get the front-wheel drive drifter. Oh, wow, the Shelby is actually the cheapest of the drift cars. We could have a Charger, naturally. We could go for a Mustang, although Mustang is vaguely sensible-ish drift car. Could have a 370Z, could have a Challenger. These are now starting to get very expensive, though. As we start going up this end, they start getting very expensive. I mean, that comes with a Mighty Wing from Standard. Look at that. It's quite impressive. I forgot about the CTR3. You don't see the CTR3 very often. You don't see the CTR3 very often. Or you could have an Aventador or a Murcielago. Not that of course, I don't have the money for any of these cars. I don't know why I'm looking at that way. I'm kind of leaning towards Focus for reasons of silliness. I think reasons of silliness are potentially the way to go. It's quite expensive. It's actually quite expensive in comparison to... I don't know if you are you still hanging around for your frosty gold? Frosty goldness of the RX-7? It's an impressively bad colour of RX-7, I'll be honest. I love the RX-7, but that's not a nice colour. I did just see a question. Sunny Lamb asking, would I like a 350Z IRL since they're getting rather cheap in the UK? I say I have wanted the 350Z for a while. I don't plan. In the long term, we're kind of planning on my girlfriend getting a 350Z when it comes time to replace the MR2. We're kind of thinking when she's 25, we'll sell the MR2 and get a 350Z as the replacement. So that's kind of where we're looking at for her next car. For me, I mean, I'm keeping the Legnum for a very long time. I don't ever intend on selling. And I intend on getting a track car next, potentially, of some description. The 350Z is going to be hopefully something that I have available to drive, but that will be a little bit. That will be in a little while. It'll be a couple of years away yet. Quite funnily, when I got the Legnum, I was trying to insure my girlfriend on the car, and because she's under 25, no insurance company would insure her on the vehicle. No one would do it. Anyone under 25, well, there probably are companies, but they will be horrendous expensive. As it is, I pay less insurance on the Legnum than I did on the RX-8, which is fantastic for me. So, yeah, insurance in England is a bit funny. Insurance in England is a little bit funny. We've just got to live with it, basically. We've just got to live with it. Tom Fowler asked about Project Saxo. If I can find a Saxo VTS that isn't 150 miles away, when the time comes to go for a track car, I will get a Saxo. If not, then it's probably going to be either a budget car or something along the lines of an MR. Well, I'd love a Mark II MR2, or something along the lines of, MX-5, other hot hatches, the Leon Cupra, Focus ST170, those kind of cars. At some point, that's it's a little way off. That is a little way off in the future. I have completely and utterly forgotten what the hell I was doing. I was doing some drift events, weren't we? We're going to see what these are. drift events. There we go. Airport Terminal D. Let's go find out what what Airport Terminal D racing is, or drifting is going to be like. Oh, I forgot to gear up. I should probably have done like a test run before going, you know, straight into it. Oh, what are those wheels doing? We have positive and then negative camber? Is that how drifting works? I am unsure. Just drifting, that doesn't look right. Shouldn't the wheels still have negative camber when they're turned like that? Oh, I'm farting around and forgetting I'm supposed to be going somewhere. Sorry. That looks very peculiar. I mean, I guess I might be just incorrect here, but that does not look... I mean, I've watched drifting cars go at Goodwood, and I'm pretty sure their wheels don't look like that when they're, you know, doing their stunt. And that is, like, literally the one time I see drifting a year. They're very cool, don't get me wrong. They're very cool. It kind of looks like the front wheels are on gyros. We've got to... No, this is the future. This is the future of drifting. Right here. You have the front wheels on, like, little weird gyros, and they do some strange things. Oh, bopped a wall. Don't mind me. I was just trying to figure out how that wheel axle would work, but there we go. I guess this must be rear-wheel drive swapped, judging by the the way that it's slithering around here. That's kind of the only. It's. I mean, I will say this much: it is an improvement over the original Crew. I really didn't like the drifting in the original Crew. This is better. Still a bit wonky wobbly weirdness. Whoa, very wonky wobbly weirdness. Those that were watching my stream on Juiced, this very oddly that I talked about that earlier today, but this actually kind of drifts like Juiced 2. This kind of basically drifts like Juiced 2 in its slightly less consistent way. There's a lot less consistent way. It's weird. I mean, good thing I don't actually like drifting, because otherwise this would probably irritate me. As it is, it's just a minor throw a weird car around sideways and we'll get some money for doing it. It's a really weird way of drifting. Doesn't really make much sense. It's a strange sort of dance wiggle that you do. In general, I'm okay with a strange sort of dance wiggle. Oh! Yeah, if I was liking drifting, that would probably be a little bit of a letdown, as I don't care too much. It works well enough. We've got suspension and brake parts for our car. Sure. I mean, I'm not thinking that brakes are massively important for this. I guess you kind of need it. It sort of looks like, I guess we've got massively excessive front camber, and the back kind of looks positive camber because the front looks very... we're not going to worry about it. It's not important, basically. It's not important at all. So I'll go do the other drift event. I think I've got 2 drift events unlocked, so let's go do the other one. Somebody tell me I have got motocross unlocked. I will go have a look at that in a minute. We'll do drifting, and then we will go and do motocross, because that could be fun. As I said, I want to try and experiment with all sorts of different events. You know, that's half the fun, really, just playing around with different cars, etc. World record, 278,000 points. Christ, I'm not going to be getting that. Sunny Lamb saying, how about an S2000? Let's see, because you can pick those up for about 5,000. Would you want that after the Legnum? As I said, I'm not going to sell the Legnum. I'm only going to be adding cars to it. An S2000 is something I have thought of as a track car. Potentially, I think I would go for something a bit different, personally. However, yeah, I have thought about them because they are not too bad in terms of money. The S2000s, and they're a great car. Be a good revvy alternative. Oh dear, revvy alternative to a. Come on, there's a gear in there somewhere. to the RX, you know, for the rotaries, for the RX-8. I do miss having the 9,000 RPM of silliness to play around with. Now I've got a weird handling focus to fart around with here. Whoa! Hello, sideways. Where are we going? What sort of drift course is this? I believe we're going this way. We're going on a boat. We're drifting on a boat. I mean, if we're going to drift somewhere, drifting out the most inappropriate places possible is always... I mean, I always appreciate that. I always appreciate that. We're just going to play on a boat. On a boat. On a boat. Where are we? I don't even know where we're going. Now we're on a different boat. Who set this up? It sounds like something that Reese would do on a GTA 5 map. I'll be honest, it does sound like something, look like something Reese would do on a GTA 5 map if we could. Like, if we had the tools to do it, we would have raced across multiple boats. Instead, the best you can do is have the, what's it called, the sumo battle on a boat. I'm not actually doing very well in this event. I think I've lost too many points from bumping into things, which is not very good. Oh, Christ. No, I'm not going to do this one. We did the last one pretty well. I've just lost too many points. I've not actually really figured out what I'm doing in these events other than just farting around, which is probably not the way to go. Okay, we need a miracle. We need a miracle. We need some wiggles. We need some wiggles. Wiggle, wiggle. Do the wiggling. Big drift now. We need the big points. Oh no, that's too much. I love that world record was like 200,000 and I struggled to get 10,000. Let's try again, shall we? Let's try again. Garsha saying it looks like you can't countersteer without the car immediately straightening itself up. I'm gonna try. I'll try it. Like, I'm used to driving cars in a sort of certain way, so maybe if I try being a little bit more, like, I guess, gentle with the counter steer. I'm used to just chuck the car in and then immediately have to counter steer sort of fully on the analog stick. Oh god, still go very well here. Oh, it's very tetchy. It's very tetchy indeed around here. Okay. I'm hoping I can get away with going through this game without really needing to do any drift events. It feels like you might be able to get away with events that you don't really like. Oh, brakes doing nothing there. Yeah, it does feel like you can potentially sort of sneak your way through a lot of the game without... Oh, where are we going? Where are we going? Where are we going? Without needing to do certain events if you don't want to. I guess is okay. Also, I think third gear is better for the drifting bit. Oh, come on, come on. Maybe. Okay, we're up to 7,000 points. I think we're looking better off than we were last time. Yeah, I think the clonking of a wall loses you the multiplier. The multiplier is where all the points come from rather than the big drifts. That's better. We have now done enough to get the required points. This is a better sequence we've got going on here. Just a little bit more careful with the car, I think. And, oh, hey, too much. I don't know what happens if you fill the top bar up. I'm kind of curious about we have filled the top bar up. Does that unlock, like, the hard mode of it? Or is that just a special bonus something? Oh, I've done stuff that all up entirely. Keep the combo going for as long as we can. It's going to be this corner again. Oh! Okay, so that's how you get the big points. Yeah, it's you got to not bump walls, basically. Don't be a muppet, don't bump walls, and then you're okay. And big celebratory spin around like a lunatic. That's what we like to see. Oh, something's happening. Oh, did I get a level up? I think I probably did.
People think we're dangerous.
I think we're up to maybe... No. Okay, maybe we just unlocked something else to do. That's fair enough. That's fair enough. We'll get a new gearbox and a new ECU. Cool. Right, that was the drifting. Oh, we got performance parts over here, didn't we? Of course. I forgot we got these out of the mailbox or whatever. We've got better one of those and better suspension. Might as well upgrade. that. I think everything's upgraded that can be. Shall we go and try some motocross? I think we will probably have to finish up for today. We will probably finish up for today with a little bit of motocross racing. I guess it'll be off-road, won't it? I presume, yeah. Motocross, there we go. Never mind, I thought bikes were in a different category, so ignore me, I'm a little bit dopey. I mean, that's fairly normal. That's fairly usual. Fairly expected, if you like. Motocross. I know nothing. Okay, I always reiterate when I play with bikes. I know absolutely nothing about bikes. They're great. Maybe one day I'll have a bike. However, I know nothing about them. So I'm just going to say that now. I like KTM because they're orange. That's literally the only sort of... I like KTMs because they're orange. I feel like I might as well go for the cheapest one, seeing as this looks about as good as everything else. I mean, it's the same performance level as the Red Bull one, and the Red Bull one's twice as much. So, KTM 450 seems to be the way to go. And it only comes in orange. Any vehicle in which only comes in orange, I very much approve of. Any vehicle that is only available in orange, excellent. Excellent choices. 2 new activities. I'm hoping 2 new events as well. Okay, activities count as motor. It doesn't matter. Travel to. Let's go and have a go and see if we can fail miserably. Probably going. Let's face it. I'm going to fall off the bike a lot. We already know that. Already know that I'm going to fall off the bike. Oh, there's a gear in there somewhere. Right. Here we go. Our first ever adventure into the wonderful... Okay, it doesn't start us in first gear. Of course it doesn't. Our first foray into the world of motocross. I mean, it's quite a bumpy circuit to start with. I don't know whether I have to worry about landings or whether it mostly sorts itself out in terms of the landings. I don't think we can do, like, isn't it the... Whoa! That's not quite how I meant it to go, but can't you, like, do... It's like something like that to sort out your landings. I remember from playing a motocross game, but I don't remember quite what it's called or how it works. It's doing something so you don't get as much height, so you get on the ground sooner. Somebody will know. Somebody will know about bikes and be able to tell me what I'm on about. It does. If it works on here, it feels a bit weird, and I'm not sure I want to be doing it, quite frankly. Oh, we're going to fall over in a second. This is a cool circuit, I will say that much. I will give credit where credit is due. It is a cool motocross circuit that we have going on here. I feel like I can cut a lot of corners if I wanted to, but I'm going to try and not be a cheaty bugger. You know, in general, I try and not be a cheaty bugger. Deer very nearly got itself killed. This looks like... I can say that looks like a lap, but... Yeah, okay, so this is a lap race. There's a little alternate route bit down here. The routes are basically identical, so it doesn't really matter which one you go down. Oh, I actually think I did exactly the same thing. Last lap with very nearly managing to spin it. I don't know if do I want to land... I feel like I want to land back first. Definitely back first rather than front first. I feel like if you land... Oh, I didn't get anywhere near the speed needed over there. I feel like if you land front first, you're likely to just... Oh, face planted off the bike. Again, I might be wrong. I don't really know what I'm talking about when it comes to the motorcycles. Where are the rest of the pack? Okay, the rest of the pack are not that far behind, so as I say that, they've all come soaring past. But thankfully, I can be a cheaty bugger. Maximum cheats. Maximum cheats. Oh, maximum cheats got me in trouble, didn't they? Of course they did. Maximum cheats were not good. There's a finish up ahead. Quickly, speed. I need speed now. Well, not face first though. Woohoo! We might have fallen off. We might have fallen off as we crossed the finish line. It's fine though. We're allowed to fall off once we've crossed the finish line. It's before the finish line that we're not allowed to fall off of. That's silly. Thank you for the helpful parts. I don't know how fast the bike is going to get when it's fully upgraded. Again, these things are not massively quick at the end of the day, are they? They're designed for jumps and off-roading, not for actually doing the speeds. They've actually not even got that much power. So 50 horsepower. Okay, it's a bike and everything, but it's not a super bike. Oopsie, too bigger a wheelie. Okay, that was a fun little course, and we're going to go back to LA again. Wolf Territory Motocross. Well, that looks more like just motocross in a city, doesn't it? I'm not quite sure why it's anything to do with wolves. I mean, I guess it'd be quite fun to release wolves into the city and then you race them. I don't quite know why it would be a motorsport, but I'm okay with it if it is. I think I'm okay with it. On a game, anyway.
I got a race you need to be a part of. Right. You want eyeballs?
Skip this. Don't care. Right. It is time. I think this will be our final race. This will be the final race of the stream, or if you're watching the video afterwards, this will be the final race of the video. Though you probably figure that out by the fact the video nearly ends. Oh, again. Why am I struggling to remember? I think actually because all the other vehicles you kind of like ride up to the start line, so I've had them in gear, whereas this is just start off in neutral, and I keep forgetting that it needs to actually be put up into first. Whoa. Can we go for a sneaky shortcut? Yes, we can, although there is some logs in the way there. And jump! Oh, that's a very big jump. It's fine. Yeah. Landing is a little bit weird, as I said. As I said with the... oh, no, that would be death. I'm pretty sure that would be many hurts. That would be many hurts. And spinal issues. And just generally not good. Just generally good at all. He's a tough rider. He is a tough rider, this guy. He's fine with just the giant, you know, motorway level fools. Also, not sure you could quite do that on stairs. Ah, I've lost slight control of everything. It's fine. Again, it's only slight control. Where are we going? Oh, more jumps. Didn't actually want to go across the jump. Definitely didn't want to go into a pillar. It's not where you want to head. So helpful of them. They've put up all of these ramps so that we can avoid dustbins, you know, rather than just move the bins. That'd be far too easy. Or the portaloos on the racetrack. God damn it, you've spent all this time to put up ramps, yet you've not gone and moved the portaloos out of the way. And to me, that seems a little bit strange. You've got all of these gates, but then portaloo. Who knows? Oh, I thought that was going to be a quicker route rather than taking the jump. I don't think it was in the end, but never mind. Oh, okay, now we're just going to go swimming with a bike. Look, we've already had the X-Class be a submarine. I don't need a bike to try and find it out. Avoiding ramps, please, where we can, because ramps are technically slower. I guess we could also kind of... Yeah, you could, if you did it better, you could avoid some ramps. Well... There we go. In a t-shirt and jeans, we have won a motocross event.
Can we get a shot of you with the...
Yay! There we go. I don't think that's going to be enough to put us up to famous yet. Probably not. No. Well, that's not. We're not going to clear that, are we? Oh, hey, it's fine. Oh.
Winning matters.
You know what else another one of these cutscenes. You won some events. Well done, you. Have some buggies driving across the screen. There we go. That was some of the crew too. It's good fun. I thoroughly enjoy it. I thoroughly enjoy it. It's not perfect whatsoever, not by a long shot. However, overall, I am enjoying myself. Yeah, the gravity's a bit weird. It's the landings that are a bit clonky of everything. It's unnecessary supercars jumping across every building the game can find. Seems a bit strange in places, but I'm having fun. And at the end of the day, that's, to me, what matters. I'm having fun with the game. There'll definitely be more on this. Whether I do more streams, I'll probably do more streams, just playing through the game. Whether I do, I have various ideas for other sort of events that we may well try on here. I'm looking forward to creating content, I guess you could say, with this game. I do recommend it, but with a word of warning, it won't be for everybody. It won't be for everyone. I mean, if you are curious about this game, chances are you probably played the beta. I don't know if there's going to be a demo out there if you are curious about it. But yeah, I personally find it a lot of fun. That though is going to be it for this stream. I thank you all very much for watching. Also massive thank you to those who had donated. I believe I read out all of those messages. Next streams tomorrow, we will be back on Twitch for that. Going to be playing some XCOM starting at 2 PM. Actually be a little bit earlier because I'm going out in the evening. But yeah, we will be on Twitch tomorrow for an XCOM stream. I don't know when I might stream next on YouTube. Maybe I'll make it a Monday thing. I don't know. We'll see. Technically wise, everything works pretty perfectly, which is a silly thing to say. But like technically speaking, you didn't actually have any issues with the stream, which is nice. Those brakes are surprisingly good on the plane. Yeah. That's going to be it from me. Until next time, goodbye.
Never mind, I'll keep talking anyway. So